Full warning for you guys, there are some moments in this episode where we take breaks and there are long pauses of silence. That is not on your end, it is not broken. It is just us being quiet in moments of the movie. So thank you guys and enjoy the episode.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Blast podcast. Keenan, this is a very special episode. Are we gonna have to explain this story now?
Yeah, I mean, we opened up the show with me laughing like a little girl.
Okay. So before we explain, well, actually, we're gonna have to explain what we're doing today before we get into this story. So today we're doing something that I'm very excited about. We're doing an Infinity War commentary / discussion as we watch the movie.
Yes.
Endgame is only a few days away, and we are so.
I got goosebumps when you said that.
I'm so ready for it, and so we news has been light lately. This past week or two, there hasn't been a whole lot regarding the cinematic stuff. So
yeah,
and we're just so excited for Endgame that we want to talk about the MCU, and just get immersed in it to get ready.
Exactly. So that was our plan for this podcast this week, was to just talk really about the MCU, celebrate it, and just get into all that stuff. But then we came up with this idea to just do a commentary, which I think is cooler and fitting for this week, considering Endgame's coming out. I wanted to go ahead and rewatch this movie right before Endgame. Yeah. As it was, so I figured it'd be cool to do it with our audience.
We haven't watched it together since theaters, so this will be kind of cool.
Think about that.
We've watched it a ton since it's come out, so we've got some thoughts on it for sure. But to get into the story that we had before we plug everything, we actually did this the first time, and the way our setup was, we thought it was fine, and so. We're using my Xbox and we're using controllers with the headsets and stuff, so we don't get copyright striked. Yeah. But so apparently I have some older earbuds, and I fully thought that my earbuds were fine. I could hear the music and everything. It was totally clear.
Yeah. So
we get into about the first 2 minutes of the movie, and Ebony Maw says, "Hear me and rejoice." And Keenan obviously can hear. Oh, he can.
I can hear it just fine.
You can hear it just fine. On my end, all I hear is
the score.
Nothing. I hear nothing. I see his mouth moving, and I just mutter to myself, "What is happening?" and Keenan looks at me and he's like, "So what do you think about Ebony Maw?" And I go, he's interesting.
Yeah. So that was our first experience.
That's a little blooper for you guys. You get to experience our technical mishaps.
I was looking for some feedback on Ebony Maw, and I was looking at Grayson. I was like, does he know who Ebony Maw is? I was looking at him. Is he trying to figure out which one it is?
I don't know what Infinity War is. Yeah. What is this movie? What is the MCU? Thanos started talking, and also it sounded like he was in a forest 3 miles away. He was yelling at his maximum lung capacity, but I could barely hear him. He was like an ant. Yeah. And I was just I could just hear him go just doesn't he still arise? But it was so quiet, and I was like, Thanos? And so
I was just thinking about, we're gonna get into the commentary really soon, but I was thinking about the reason you probably thought your headphones were working. You said that you could hear the music.
The music was crystal clear.
Exactly. So you know how before you press play on the Blu-ray, you only hear music. You don't hear anybody talking.
Yeah.
So when you were trying out headphones, you're like, oh, these work.
Yeah.
And it's just the music. That's why. And then we get to it, and you couldn't hear any dialogue.
Ebony Maw.
God, dude, that was so funny. I died. I died.
You couldn't stop laughing. But but also just to say, although we are doing this commentary, we are just fair warning. We are going to be talking a lot over it. So honestly, you may not even have to watch the movie. If you've seen it enough, I'm sure you can picture it in your head if you don't want to sit down and actually watch it. But We will try to sync it up for you as best as we can. So if you want to watch along with us, feel free to do so. We'd love for you to experience it with us.
It's going to be fun. Real quick before we play the movie, just follow us on Twitter at comicblast_, and we're also on Instagram at comicblastofficial.
Yeah.
Go follow those. Also, we're giving away 2 tickets to Avengers Endgame. Don't miss out on that. All you need to do to enter is to go to our iTunes page and leave a review, and then we're going to randomly select somebody. So, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I will do a countdown, and if you guys are watching along, you can press play when I say play.
Hype.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
So we were talking about the opening credits to this movie the first time we tried to watch this.
Yeah, we were saying how when we first watched this movie, we were fully expecting the more triumphant, lighthearted, heroic version of the intro with the Marvel Studios logo. But as soon as we heard the menacing Thanos kind of theme, we immediately knew like it was gonna get dark. We looked at each other and we were like, "Oh,
we are screwed."
Yeah,
everybody, we are screwed. It's from The Office.
Oh man, Steve Carell for Uncle Ben, Rainn Wilson for Doc Ock. Sorry,
Ooh, I like that.
I'm never gonna not talk about that.
I also said that we were talking about the first few minutes of the movie and how I thought that we were going to start this movie off with Thanos getting the Power Stone on Xandar, which didn't end up happening, which ended up being probably better to go with the pacing of the movie.
They just flat out say it, and you're just like, oh god, like he just desecrated Xandar. I can actually hear him now. Woo! God, I hope you can hear him now.
Hear what?
You can hear Ebony.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I'm like, do you hear anything? I really like Ebony Maw.
Yeah, he was cool. He was definitely one of the best. Him and Proxima Midnight were the best of the Black Order.
Yeah.
The other two were kind of chums. They were just like
disposable.
Yeah.
I was worried about that, but you could see that Ebony Maw is clearly like his right-hand man.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the cinematography in this film, so good.
Yeah.
This opening right here. This shot, man, wallpaper worthy.
Yeah. At this point in time, when we see Thanos for the first time, this is when I'm like, holy crap. I'm like...
Do you like Thanos better with the armor or without the armor? Like with his bald...
bald head?
Yeah, with his bald, like,
I honestly don't really have a preference. I think he looks cool both ways.
I like him with the armor. I think I'm kind of glad that they're doing the Endgame look.
Yeah.
With the thing. I think he looks almost identical to this look right here. Like, I don't think they changed it or anything. It's the same armor.
Yeah.
He also has a sword, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. That's, shoot. What's the name of that sword?
The sword? I don't know. I didn't know he
I knew it. I knew it before Infinity War because I thought he was going to have it in Infinity War.
I am. Dude, as soon as you see that, you're like when he pulls up the glove, they don't show it, and then you see the Power Stone, and you're like, oh, he already has a stone. Like, right. They wrote that really well. Poor Thor.
Boy, the score is so good.
I've listened to the score just by itself, like when I'm playing video games or something, and like it's just like I can watch the movie by listening to the score. That's when you know you have a great soundtrack. You have a great score.
Right.
Is that you can visualize the movie through it. That's what makes John Williams' Star Wars scores so good. What would have happened if... Would he have just turned to dust like in Guardians of the Galaxy? Or like exploded?
I'm not sure.
I feel like he would have been able to handle it, though.
He would have turned into just a purple explosion. Look at the facial expressions on Thanos. It's a shame that this movie didn't win Best Visual Effects.
Did it not?
The Oscar. No, it didn't.
What won it? First Man?
Yeah, First Man.
That's insane.
Yeah. I'm like, First Man looks great, but I mean, it looks like every other space movie.
I was rewatching Rogue One, and I was looking at the CGI, and I was like, when it first came out, like I thought Tarkin CGI was just insane. Yeah. And I went back and watched it, and I'm like, it's not as good now.
Because now you see this.
But not because Thanos just looks so real.
Right. Hulk, my God.
What a man. I just like Thanos just goes in.
I was expecting a wrestling match, and then Thanos was like, "We're boxing."
Yeah, he like. It just shows that like Thanos can hold his own without the glove. Like,
look at that.
Like, it's just so seamless.
Yeah. God, dude, the visual effects.
I can't wait for Professor Hulk, man. Yeah. Like, that's what we're going to assume is like actually Bruce Banner having the intelligence of Bruce, but I hope he like actually can fight like this. That would be cool. Oh yeah. Like actually professionally fight, but
I don't know why that's always funny to me.
It really is, like
Thor coming out of nowhere.
I don't understand how he got all the way from there to there. Like, did the other members of the Black Order not stop him? Yeah. They were just like, oh, yeah. Let him have his fun, I guess.
They were just as entertained as we were.
Dude, Heimdall, one of my favorite characters. Now he's going to be somebody in Suicide Squad.
After rewatching Thor this week, you can definitely see how less cheesy Heimdall is. Like, in the first Thor movie, he's so, like, just cheesy.
Heimdall is a badass now. Yeah. That scene where he's cool. Like in the forest, it's so Lord of the Rings-esque, like almost Aragorn. Yeah. Where he saves those people from the demons. Rest in peace. Do you really think Heimdall was Thor's best friend?
No, I never got that vibe.
I always thought like people like Lady Sif and Faendal and those were his best friends.
That whole group of people.
But I guess he grew pretty close to Heimdall. I feel like Heimdall is kind of more of like a brotherly, mentor like type. Like a mentor, almost like an Obi-Wan to Anakin thing. But I mean, I guess they've known each other for a really long time.
It kind of makes sense.
Did he go back to get this armor? Like he drops it on the floor. Like,
isn't it? Don't they show it again at the end of Infinity War?
Yeah, it's on the Scarecrow. He's like, let me snap to the ship real quick and get my armor that I left there. Maybe he went to the planet. He's like, I'm prepping my farm. Yeah. Dude, look at that dude's bicep. You can literally see when he flexes, the veins become more pop more. Yeah. That's insane. You can see the hair follicles.
Little peach fuzz on his arms.
So good, man. I'm pretty sure ILM did the visual effects for this. They do a lot of the visual effects from you can tell. Like, I wonder if doing the VFX for this movie was actually maybe why the Black Panther VFX wasn't as good, because they wanted to put all of it into this.
They're probably so busy.
Yeah, they were like, we want to make because I mean, Black Panther's isn't bad, but there's definitely moments where they're spotty.
Yeah, where it's a little rough sometimes.
Like the rhinos. That's probably my biggest thing with Black Panther is just how it can kind of take you out of the experience. But that's another discussion for another day. I need to watch Black Panther again.
I've seen it so many times this year.
I've only seen it. I think I've only seen Black Panther twice. Twice in theaters. I saw it when I did my chronological rewatch, or not my chronological rewatch. Just my MCU rewatch last year. I thought about doing it again this year, and I was like, no, I don't have time.
I rewatched just ones that I haven't seen in a few years.
It's nice to do that. Yeah. It kind of gives you perspective.
It does.
Kind of see where the characters go, especially with Thor. That's why actually I appreciate Thor 2 is like Thor 3 and Thor 2 really kind of enhance Loki and Thor's relationship, and then it makes this upcoming death even more heartbreaking. He's not coming back, guys. Just let it go. Loki's dead.
He'll be in Avengers. He'll be in Endgame. He just won't.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, he'll be in Endgame, whether it's like flashbacks.
Oh, flashbacks, yeah. But no, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
The stands will get
especially
to see
if they're doing
face.
A TV show. Like, he's not coming back.
No.
Dude, he just so nonchalantly chokes
I did not think this was going to happen, though.
You didn't.
This was the first surprise for me. Yeah. It had nothing to do with it was just the fact that he was like there for all of the press tour and everything. I'm like, oh, he must have a pretty big role in the movie.
Guess not.
This right here is just like...
Now,
brutal.
I've never understood, does he turn blue because of the frost giant in him, or just because he chokes him so hard?
I think it's the choking.
Okay. Maybe it's a mixture of both. Who knows? Hannibal Lecter Thor. I was talking to some friends, and I was like, I think in 10 years, Thanos is going to be one of the most like iconic villains. In maybe 20 years, he'll be as iconic as Darth Vader.
It has to. He really has to. They have to do him justice in this movie. I think they will, but they really have to give him a big role. I'm really confused about Endgame because I'm wondering how much of Thanos is actually going to be in it. I feel like most of the time,
I feel like it may like open with Thanos maybe, or maybe like I think he's going to be within the first 10 minutes. We'll see.
I hope he has a large role in the movie.
Oh no, you can see the frost.
Yeah, you can.
I could see his blue lips and blue eyes. I've actually never noticed that. It's really like, oh, I guess he didn't get his armor. He's gone now. He just has a bunch of sets of gold-plated armor because Thanos is a pimp.
There's our son. Is that our son? Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Hulk. I was like, no. That's our son. Like S-O-N. I was like, I mean, I guess Hulk's pretty cool. That's a good shot right there as well.
I love this whole opening with them.
Metaphysical Hammond Rye.
Isn't it so cool the way that they end up changing clothes?
It's so cool. I love Doctor Strange, dude. Do you want a ham and rye or do you want a tuna melt? Make up your mind, Wong. Tuna melt does sound pretty good.
See, I love this when it cuts to the music.
Also, there was like that promotional thing for Endgame, and it plays this exact same music, but then it cuts off
I seen
at
that.
the very end. So hype, dude.
The funny thing is, when people listen to that, they're not going to hear what we're hearing.
Oh, I know, but
It's just you.
I know.
Being the score.
Just hear the Avengers opening theme thing.
They can get excited.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna cry when they reunite Pepper and Tony. For full warning, if you're not watching, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, though, how dare you? You need to watch Infinity War more at once every day. What if someone did that? Watch Infinity War.
There was that guy. Remember that?
He watched it like 52 times within like the first 2 weeks or something. I was like, you have to be watching Infinity War like
they invited
2-3 times a day.
The Russos invited him to the set of Endgame.
It's like people like you are giving us way more money than we deserve.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. They deserve. You think she's gonna be rescue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing more clips and TV spots and stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna just stop watching. I need to just stop.
I haven't watched any in a while.
But like, there's some weird like time jump things that are clearly going on, and I don't know what's happening. It'll make more sense when I watch it, but I really would like to see her suit up as Rescue. Her name's Rescue. Yeah, with the purple and silver.
Yeah.
She's done after this, or done after Endgame, right? Like fully done.
I think they both are. I don't see any more Tony Stark happening after Endgame.
So they haven't got married yet?
No.
Okay. Dude, this part right here. It's been so long since you've seen it.
Bruce Banner has the most timely walk-ins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, right there, he's like, who's we? And then he walks out, and then there's one with Nat. And he's like, I think you guys look great. Like, he just waits in the corner until, like, it's his time to walk in.
He likes the entrances.
Yeah.
Wong-5. Now, that when I watched maybe the first time, I was like, does he not know how to count? And then I realized it was like, oh, he has the 6th one. I was like, makes sense. If you had to choose one stone, what would you choose?
Ooh, I'd probably choose the space stone.
So like teleportation and stuff.
That's always like whenever anyone's asked me what my superpower would be, it'd be teleportation.
It's like Nightcrawler.
So, yeah, I'm like, so that's probably why I would do that. Because I just hate driving everywhere. It puts me in a bad mood.
That's true.
So I'm like,
dude, you know how you save so much time if you could teleport?
Yeah.
It also would make you really lazy though, because then you just want to teleport
probably
everywhere. If it was me, I think reality would be really cool. Like you could do some wicked stuff.
That's true. But I feel like that's something like
hitherto.
I feel like artificial reality is going to get to a point where it's like eventually, probably not in our lifetime, but artificial reality would be like so wild that it's like having a reality stone.
Interesting. That's a hot
take. You don't think that AR is gonna like?
Oh, well, augmented reality, yeah.
Yeah, that's not artificial. Augmented reality.
A bit. Can I try these ice creams? Yeah. I want to try these Marvel ice creams. They sound really good.
Baskin Robbins.
I think they're they're Ben and Jerry's. That's what they say.
That's interesting.
Do you think? I don't know. What is up with the MCU? MCU likes to team up with, is it Mercedes?
Audi.
Oh, Audi. Then Under Armour and ice cream companies.
Yeah.
The three.
It was Baskin Robbins for Ant-Man.
I love how we're talking about. This is what we're talking about in the commentary.
I love that line. He lost another superpower.
Dude, Bruce Banner is just all of us. Yeah. He's just like, what? No.
Because he has no idea what's like going on.
I love how also like they say Steve Rogers and Doctor Strange is just like, oh my god, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And Bruce
is
like,
walk away.
What happened? They broke up like the Beatles? I love that line.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but. Mark Ruffalo is just so great as Bruce Banner. Oh man. You would. This is very like a childlike thing. I'm like, he literally says at the end of Civil War, like, when you need me, call me. I'm like,
yeah,
just call him.
Like,
I mean, I guess Bruce calls him, but I'm like,
it's a pride thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is part of Tony's character. Someone was watching Iron Man 1 last night, and they were telling me like how much younger Robert Downey Jr. looks in the very first Iron Man movie compared to now. Like, he has aged a lot. Not a lot, but like you can see the 10-year difference.
You can see the difference, but at the same time, he still looks really good for his age.
What happens if you call that number of Steve Rogers? Because they didn't say 555.
They were going to. Did you hear the story behind that?
No.
Their plan was to like have like an automated recording. Mm-hmm. They wanted to use that number, and I think they never got around to it. They couldn't. But it was supposed to be a number you could call. This opening sequence, I know we can't listen to it that well, but the sound design for this whole thing is like perfect.
Oh, I can hear it very well.
So like apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Like the way that they use silence instead of a score for this like nightmare basically that's about to take
Apparently,
place.
like I was listening to the score, and I'm pretty sure this is actually part of the score. Like the sounds and stuff.
The sound, yeah.
Like the vibration sounds
but it's
or whatever.
Not,
but
it's not like violins and stuff going on.
Yeah.
Have you seen the behind the scenes or like the design for this? Like all of these are blue walls.
Oh yeah, okay. They like to do that a lot with the city stuff. Which I mean, it's easier that way.
Amazing though. It looks great.
It makes me want to go play Spider-Man PS4 for
I
some
know.
reason. I was playing it this past weekend. Spider-Man PS4, great game.
Great.
I never understood that line of Doctor Strange. He's like, might want to use it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Okay.
Then use it.
I was like, why would you? Okay.
This have you ever seen War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise?
No, I have not. I know what you're talking about though. The first time we see Spider-Sense. No, sorry. I wanted to talk about that today. I was like, people say this is the first time you see Spider-Sense. Like literally in Civil War when Bucky throws the thing at Peter, like you can see his eyes widen and he's not even looking at Bucky, and then he dodges out of the way. I'm like, you can clearly see his Spider-Sense. Sure. Sometimes he just doesn't dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
But
he's a bit of an amateur.
I need to watch Homecoming again soon. It's been too long. I usually do watch it once a month. Rest in peace. I love this dude. How he jumps out of the cars behind him are like, oh my god, it's a little kid.
The swinging right here is so good.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Right
dude.
there. I'm like, yep, that's
better
Spider-Man.
than any of the shots in Homecoming for swinging. Although I do like the shot of where he's swinging next to the subway car and he does like the pose thing. Yeah. That's very Spider-Man-esque, but I really hope Far From Home has some great web swinging scenes.
Yep. We need to see him in the heart of New York.
I'm actually like the way they're setting up him going international, because it's not like he's like fully international, but like he's on a field trip.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's a cool setup, but we've never seen that before. Yeah. So it's different without having to like force it to be, I guess. You can clearly see Tony Stark on stilts, right, or Robert Downey Jr. on stilts right here. Like you can see his legs are way too long for his body. You know that? He wears like high boots.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's really short. He's like 5'8". Or
holy crap.
So like, because compared to like Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth,
he needs to kind of Stonekeeper.
What's wrong with Ebony Maw's head?
Dude, like Doctor Strange just makes me feel so much safer.
Dude, if you Doctor Strange, have you seen those things where like people will choose your team, like who you want to like get back? I'm like Doctor Strange every time.
Yeah,
it's always Doctor Strange, Thor, and I used to like to go Doctor Strange, Thor, Ant-Man, Scarlet Witch, and I love this.
Need to concentrate.
Remember when people thought like he had a Captain Marvel sash on him, Cole Obsidian?
Oh my god, dude, that was so annoying.
I was like, I mean, it looks kind of similar, but like, I don't know. In front of the wizard. Dude, Wong, why'd you have to... I know you had to defend the temple, but the CGI right here, I will say, this is probably the weakest moment in the movie. I'm like,
There's always something like... There's always something off with the Iron Man suit nowadays. It seems like they're trying to do too much.
I think the last one that I really liked was Civil War, but even sometimes it would look weird, like his head was like not right. I think it's because
in this movie too, though.
Yeah.
With the Hulkbuster.
It's pretty sick.
See, that doesn't look too bad.
Oh yeah. When he's fully in the suit, but it's like when it's partial.
Dude, even like if you go back to Iron Man 1, the suit looks amazing to me.
It looks. Oh, I thought you were about to say it looks bad. No, it looks so
great.
good.
I feel like it looks better than sometimes than what it's like now. And I think it's like right now they try to make it look really seamless and all one thing. And in Iron Man, you can see the separate parts.
I love the creativity of the Iron Man suit designs. I was watching a video of like all of the different suits from Iron Man 3, and there's some that are just so sick.
This is what, Mark 50?
This is like 52 or something.
Oh, okay.
Or 53, I think. 50 was in Age of Ultron. I know that.
Oh, was
much.
it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I used to know all of the suit like designations. I love this. Come on, Hulk, what are you doing?
He's like passes out.
Do you mean no? Oh man. Dude, the way they introduced Spider-Man right here.
Perfect.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
When that happened in theater, I was like so excited. I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening.
Yeah, I know, dude. Tony is still really hung up on the wizard thing.
Yeah. I love John Watts, but I think sick. That's Spider-Man right there.
So like you can tell like just how strong he is, man.
But yeah, I like John Watts, but I would have loved to seen the Russos have a Spider-Man movie. I think they work with Tom Holland so well.
Oh, they definitely do.
This is so cool.
Ebony Maw is like the foil to Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Get off your corpse.
See, that's dope.
You know, Ebony Maw was like, I think he could still be alive, to be honest.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Like, I mean, he gets frozen in space, but like, does Ebony Maw like have like telekinetic powers, or is he also a wizard? Because I feel like Doctor Strange would know. Because I wonder if aliens can be wizards. I imagine they could be.
I feel like anybody can use the mystic arts.
Dude, the Marvel mythos is just so expansive.
Mm-hmm. It's so amazing to see what exactly is happening right now. Like when you see it so many times, you forget what it's like to have that first feeling, seeing all of these characters together.
Dude, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Wong, and Iron Man.
And you see, like, if you've watched, like, great. I want more of that type of swinging around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
we need to see more of that.
Mr. Stark, I'm getting beamed up. Classic. Like the they love to do like the whole bicep things, or like with someone like they're hauling whatever, like
bicep shots.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
Oh, this is your
snow cone.
This is your Monsters Inc.
Yes, every time I watch it, I go, "Welcome to the Himalayas," because it's just like when they get teleported in Monsters Inc.
So what do you think about the whole Doctor Strange should have done that to Thanos? It's a fair point.
It makes sense.
It's a fair point.
I don't know,
but you can always find like things like that in movies.
I wonder. I bet you there's some.
Maybe it's just like he was just so strong at that point in time with all the stones. Like, I don't know.
By the way, I just realized it's 14,605,000. That's how
that's it.
I'm not 14,065,000. I just randomly thought about that. We're not at that point in the movie yet, but we were talking about that earlier, like the count. That's a really good shot right there. I actually never realized you could see Tony. Yeah, that makes sense. I love that. Tom Holland is just the perfect like youthful Spider-Man, dude. Oh, this. How could you not just love this suit up right here? Boom. That pose. That pose. Great. When that happened in the trailer, man, I was like, oh my god! It's still a pretty cool suit. It's not my favorite suit, but it's still really cool.
Yeah. I remember people talking so much crap about it in the first trailer.
Really? I remember people
were like, it looks like a video game, like in terms of the
CGI was much different. I mean, I think it looks great.
Now it does.
Yeah. I love how it matches with Tony's nano suit as well.
Yeah.
And I like how they pay it off from Homecoming. When you see that at the end, I remember we watched Homecoming together, and I was like, oh, yo, that suit is sick.
Yeah.
I still prefer the classic Iron Spider suit, like kind of like the one in PS4, where they do like a modernization, and it looks very much like this, like Tony's nano suit. But I think it looks more modern, and I love it. Maybe they could have changed the eyes, made them white or whatever, or made them glow blue.
Sure.
But the only thing, I just love that classic design, which they were going to use. I feel like Tony told him to go back, but he was kind of too far up in the atmosphere.
Dude, he could have landed anywhere on Earth.
I know. He just lands in like
land right back in New York.
He just lands in Africa. Toto starts playing. He's just like, oh, I love this song. No, that'd be Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But seriously, he could have landed anywhere unless there's some sort of tech in the suit to make him go where he needs to.
We kind of forget about this transition right here, like the Guardians. Like it starts playing this music, and you're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
like,
I always think that it's gonna cut
to Steve,
or
to Wanda and all that, and just jamming out. But I love how it just says space.
Yeah.
What a great shot!
I know.
They clearly took some. They took visual cues from James. This is James Gunn right here. Yeah,
this is him. This is all of his input.
Man, James Gunn. Good to have you back, man.
Yeah, for real.
I need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 again soon, because honestly, I love that film.
Drax.
I'm also glad Drax will be back.
Same. Gamora is one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
Do you think she's coming back?
She is.
I think she'll come back.
I think she definitely is.
I don't think Loki's coming back, but I think Gamora is coming back.
There's going to be something to happen.
Although it would be pretty devastating if Star-Lord had lost Gamora.
Yeah.
It'd be, I don't know. But I feel like
this could be his one thing that he gets back.
Yeah. I hope Thor gets something that he I want him to get a girlfriend or somebody.
Valkyrie.
Yeah. Well, people are shipping Captain Marvel and Valkyrie right now, so which is
I don't think it's going to happen.
We'll see. I mean, I could see Captain Marvel definitely being either bi or lesbian or something. It kind of make. She's not in the comics though. In the comics, her and Rhodey were a couple for a while, but I don't see them doing that either.
No.
Dude, by the way, speaking of Rhodey, we'll get on to it later. Like, I'm so hyped that they're using him so much in Endgame. Like, War Machine, honestly, like, I gotta get one of the Pop Funkos for War Machine. Like, he's honestly become one of my favorites. Can you see, like, other bodies floating out in space, or can you just see his?
No, I saw others. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, okay. You can definitely see other bodies. God, dude. Could you imagine? That'd just be, like, that'd be insane. It's also. I'm so glad Rocket is still in
yeah.
Game. It's really cool. Like, I think that was a good choice.
He's a great
on their
character
part.
to keep.
It's still heartbreaking when Groot says, like, when you know that he says "Dad."
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is a man.
This is my voice. Yeah. I love that voice. We talk about that every single time, or like almost all
every
the time.
week.
It's funny because Chris Pratt actually because I remember when I watched it, I was like, Chris Pratt's looking a little Parks and Rec season 3 and 4-esque right now. Maybe even season. But I'm like,
Guardians 1 was the most ripped he was.
Oh, dude. I've been watching Parks and Rec, and like when he gets really lean, you can tell when he got in shape. Like he is so skinny, or not skinny, but like you can see like he doesn't have like the flat kind of the extra.
The neck.
Yeah, the neck. Granted, I think honestly he doesn't. He still looks just like he's still really muscular.
Yeah. He's just not like where he was before.
Apparently, girls like the dad bod look on Chris Pratt.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, I know girls that are like, oh yeah, I like chubby Chris Pratt.
That's so funny.
Yeah. There's some motivation for you guys. You don't have to be ripped. Look like Chris Pratt.
You just have to be as funny as Chris Pratt. Yeah. And as rich.
No, if you don't have any talent and you're also chubby, sorry, you're out of luck. Yeah. I'm kidding.
Go to the gym.
I love you guys. I feel like we're being so mean. I wonder what Thor's favorite cereal is.
Thor's?
Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it'd be like, I don't know. Drax, shut up.
I know.
That's a comfy looking blanket. I'm like, do you think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to be...
before or after?
Like, yeah, before, or... I think it's going to be after, but I would like to see...
It has to be after. Yeah. They're going to introduce Adam Warlock.
Because we apparently know that Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and Volume 1 and Volume 2 are... Dude, he's doing the shoulder touch! He learned it...
Hey.
Hey. I feel your pain as well.
I also came out with both my eyes.
I feel like Chris Pratt's like bragging about, or I mean, Star-Lord's bragging about it.
Yeah.
It's wow, just dissing Thor. It's a nice.
No, you will not.
Oh man. No, you're not. Dude, that was pod today, sir. One of the best parts of the movie. No. The God Man. This is my voice.
Are you mocking me?
Chris Pratt is so funny, dude. Like one of the most wholesome actors.
Yeah.
Out there. Him and Zachary Levi are just like, I love them. He's copying. Some people like fan cast like Chris Pratt as Superman, and I was like,
really?
I was like, no. Like maybe in a different universe where he's not funny, but I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. Also saw people fan cast him as Batman.
That's so weird.
And I was like, I cannot see him being anybody else except Star-Lord.
Yep.
Like he's perfect for Star-Lord. Probably I feel like in 10 years we'll say the same thing about him with Robert, like what we say with Robert Downey Jr. Because I feel like Chris Pratt like is just so similar to Star-Lord that it's like
Kevin Feige and Marvel have just done an amazing job with finding the right actors for
even
characters.
When we like doubt castings, like I don't remember the last time I doubted a casting, but like for the most part, almost every single one has been spot on.
I think
or that we've like even if we've doubted,
I think the most recent one actually was Captain Marvel. Which I didn't think she did like a
I
bad
think
job.
after Endgame we'll be like, oh, she's great.
Because the Russos are amazing.
The Russo brothers are like, they're visionaries, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you put them and put work on one of these movies, and they're so good. That's a made-up word. Yeah, like harbulary batteries.
Yeah. Annulary batteries.
No, it's annulax is the regular, and then he goes like, and then it's just like harbulary. He's like, what?
The rest is correct.
That's what I said. It's actually interesting to think about. Like they team up and then they both survive.
Yeah.
Literally, all of them
die.
Dead. Groot comes along, but he's dead too.
Yeah.
So. I wonder what James Gunn, when they were like in the writing room, was like, so all the Guardians are going to die except Rocket? And he was like, come again? Yeah. But it'll probably be
that line right there from Chris Pratt is like 100% him.
Which one?
The one where he's like, don't you think we should all have a weapon like that?
Yeah. I've heard people been saying that that Cap is going to wield Stormbreaker. Well, I could see, but I don't know. Because did they ever establish if Thor has to be like worthy to hold Stormbreaker?
I don't think so.
Is it? I feel like it's different than Mjolnir.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm maybe not, but either way, I mean, I feel like Cap is definitely worthy to hold it. I mean, imagine how epic that'd be. Like he just grabs Stormbreaker and like just starts fighting Thanos with like a shield in one hand and the axe in the other.
Man, I'm so curious about this movie coming up.
If in less than a week we will have seen it and we will have known. Oh, I forgot to put this.
I'm gonna throw up.
Throw up
after the movie.
I thought you were being dead serious. I was like, why are you about to throw up? Oh man, I feel like the whole Vision looking like Paul Bettany was almost like a. Like, I know it humanizes him more, but almost like I feel like it was easier for, like, the CGI department or something, or the costume department. But then again, it would be really weird, her, like, making out with a red face.
I think the big thing is just because they're on the run, he has to have that.
True.
Not looking like a robot.
I just realized, I forgot he was in Solo.
Yeah.
He's really good in Solo. I actually really like him.
Not bad for being, like, a last-minute cast.
Because it was originally going to be Michael. He was,
I know who you're talking about.
I think he was in, like, one of the true crime shows, I think. Or, like, True Detective, maybe. Something like that. But he had to go back. But, yeah, no, he was really good. I love how they, like...
Do you think... Obviously, like, Vision has, like... some sort of emotional attachment to Wanda or like feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he could possibly have feelings for anyone else, or is it just her because they're both, connected through the Mind Stone?
I think it's because of the Mind Stone.
It's just
he's
connection.
Like it gives him. I mean, like they kind of have some common ground in that sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he definitely cares about other people, but that gives them that distinct connection.
Sure.
I love this trend. This is actually like really cool how they figure out about that. Like it's just on the TV. Yeah. Where does it say they're at again? Germany?
No. Ireland? No, Scotland.
Scotland, right.
I always get them confused. Dude, this part caught me off guard the first time we were seeing it.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the deleted scene of like the unfinished CGI Black Order people?
No.
Dude, it's so terrifying. How did he manage to stab Vision?
Yeah.
I guess maybe like when he's like, oh, you can see him harden his skin. Yeah, okay.
Oof.
I love the
Scarlet Witch.
Later,
man.
right? Dude, Scarlet Witch, so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized she really likes the long jackets. That's like her thing.
For sure.
Even when it's not her costume, she's
It's such an X-Men thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I linked those together, but...
Yeah, I can see it. It still blows my mind that they managed to make Vision look good.
Yeah.
Like
his introduction in Age of Ultron is so cool to me.
Like there's
very horror sci-fi feel to it.
You should definitely like not. I just feel like there should not be a way that Vision looks good in any capacity, and somehow they managed to make him look normal.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Ultimate Alliance 3? I know you don't have a Switch. I don't have a Switch either.
No,
yeah. I'm probably going to get one because I'm a big Ultimate Alliance fan, but the Black Order is going to be in it. They're like the main... Thanos and the Black Order is the bad guys. They have Spider-Gwen, Miles Morales, and also Peter Parker is
That's
like...
dope.
And they have so many dudes. Like, it's crazy. The only thing they haven't shown off is Fantastic Four. Anyway, yeah, I'm a big fan of those games.
I thought for sure they were going to get the Mind Stone.
Yeah, he would have died so early on.
Did any of the children of Thanos end up getting the stones, or was it all Thanos?
Let's see.
Did any of them succeed?
I mean, so they got the Power Stone and they got the Space Stone, and that's technically he helped them with those.
Thanos got the reality himself and the time.
Where did he get the reality from again?
He went to nowhere. Got it from the Collector.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. He got that himself. And then he said, meet me on Titan. And they were supposed to meet him on Titan with the other stones. They failed to get the Soul Stone. No, he had also to get his... Thanos had to get the Soul Stone. They also failed to get the Mind Stone and the Time Stone.
So, that's funny. So literally Thanos pretty much got the stones.
Got to do everything myself. I guess that gets credence to like maybe the line in Age of Ultron. Yeah. Like actually, if they wanted to do that, they could retcon that or something like that. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Dude, you get so hyped in this part.
I love this intro for Cap.
I wish I had a beard like Chris Evans.
Man, I would have loved to just seen like maybe we'll get like a what if thing or something along the lines, but just their adventures together. This group.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're mostly just hiding, but maybe they like fought some like terrorist organizations or something. That would be really cool. Yeah. Remember when they originally Captain America 3 was going to be the Serpent Society?
Yeah.
Part of me still almost wants to see that
movie. Yeah.
Like,
I think about that quite often.
What if that was like they did a Captain America 4, but it's actually before this film, and it's them like taking down the Serpent Society?
They should have just did. Captain America Civil War should have been like Avengers Civil War or something.
It really should. I mean, it practically is. It really focuses on those characters, so that's why. But,
yeah. Or it should have just been called Civil War.
Do you think... Or I was going to ask... I think we talked about it before. Like,
dude, like freaking Captain America.
Dude, what? He's so beefy.
Goals.
The
hair.
My dad, if you guys listened to the episode last week, shout out to my dad. I love you, Dad. He got a Winter Soldier kind of Under Armour material compression shirt, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah,
he's gonna wear it to Endgame, I think. I'm probably gonna wear
the belt buckle hold.
I'm probably gonna wear my homecoming homemade suit Spider-Man hoodie because that's just a classic for me. I get so many compliments of that hoodie. That they do these transitions so well. Like they really keep you like unexpected and invested. You're like, oh man.
I appreciate this scene, especially seeing it the first time. Mm-hmm. But seeing it multiple times, it's become one of the things where I'm just kind of like
you kind of skip over.
Yeah, like I kind of like.
To be honest, most of the Thanos Gamora stuff I actually usually tune out of. Yeah. Because like the first time it's important and it helps develop his character, but I feel like this stuff is like I care more about the Avengers parts rather than this
You kind of like the story kind of stops progressing in order to like go back and fill you in with information.
Like these would definitely be parts like if I'm watching this movie again with friends, like I go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I know exactly what happens in this. I don't really need to see much of it. I mean, it's
necessary.
It's necessary for Thanos' character. Like they do an incredible job of building up Thanos because this is essentially the first movie he's really in where he gets any development. Like you usually just think from other movies he's just this generic bad guy,
right?
And then like, dare I say the Russos can do no wrong.
They can't.
Like I mean, it's just insane. Like I think their villains are some of the best villains, like highly underrated. Like, I mean, Thanos is arguably their best, but even Daniel Brujal's Zemo and Robert Redford's Pierce are both really great villains. Like, you can feel for them. Like, you're definitely like, oh, this guy's totally wrong. Like, I actually, like I said, in an episode maybe like 3 weeks ago, I really like Zemo. I think he's an underrated villain. He's better than the vast majority of the MCU villains.
He's about like middle tier for me.
Oh, dude, you hear this music? It's playing music, but like that. The score. Alan Silvestri did the score for this, right?
Yeah.
Before Avengers, what did he do?
He's done other. Oh, well, I don't know.
I'm not familiar with a lot of his work.
He did Age of Ultron, didn't he?
I think so. No, Danny Elfman did. Age of Ultron.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, look it up.
Danny Elfman did Age of Ultron.
Yeah, I'm kid you not. I will. Let's see. It was Danny Elfman with Alan Silvestri's like some of his stuff. Man, I
didn't know that.
Cinematography, like I rarely watch movies on my TV. Fair warning. God, like look at this lighting and stuff. Yeah, me and you are a sucker for pinks, purples, and blues because like
anything like that neon color. Really works for me.
That's why one of my favorite things about Blade Runner 2049.
Yep.
You saw that movie, right?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah, it's Ryan Gosling. Get the dude in the MCU, please. By the way, Ryan Gosling is my favorite actor of all time. Like
That's fair.
I mean, it's up there with him, and Jake Gyllenhaal are like top two for me. I know Jake Gyllenhaal is your favorite, but
always.
Age of Ultron. Did I type in the score? Let's see. So I'm sorry. I just want to.
This is such a tough scene.
Brian Tyler and Danny Elfman. Yep.
Brian Tyler.
Who did Brian Tyler sound?
He's done other MCU stuff. I think he did Iron Man.
That was the thing I wanted to talk about. Iron Man 3. In the part where have you seen that edit where? I know we're kind of talking over the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, but like I just kind of like talking about this. The edit where when Iron Man suits up, he in the beginning of the movie with like the nano suit and everything, it plays his Iron Man 3 theme, like kind of like a subtle hint, like and then it kind of transitions back to the Avengers, like. I would love if they used the more personal themes, like maybe like if Ant-Man in Endgame, like it starts playing like the dun 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 dun, and like Thor like starts playing his theme. Captain America plays like maybe the Winter Soldier or the traditional like a more epic version of his like bum, 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 or whatever. Like people. Sorry,
I love this scene.
Movements so slow, dude. Oh man!
I think it's Gamora's face.
Just
like this.
That is a reaction image if I've ever seen one. Damn it! The comedic timing, it's just so good. I just love that they managed to get like they got so many inputs from all the directors for these.
Everywhere. A lot of James Gunn though.
James Gunn was. I mean, it was. Russo brothers, Taika Waititi, and James Gunn were probably the biggest one. And then obviously Kevin Feige, who kind of helps coordinate the entire thing.
Yep.
He's like he's always going to be like you think one day he's going to like retire from the MCU, like, or do you think he's going to be doing it for like a long time?
I think it's going to be a long time.
I think in 50 years time, like, he's gonna be kind of like the movie version of Stan Lee, where it's like he was so pivotal.
He's gonna be
he didn't create these characters, but he helped orchestrate.
He's gonna be an icon
stories.
in Hollywood for a long time.
Never gonna forget that hat, his many Marvel hats. I wonder how many hats he has, man. He has a hat for like every movie.
Dude, he was sporting that Black Panther one for a long time.
They got one for Infinity War. I remember it was like a gold logo one. I always forget that Benicio del Toro is like...
He looks so different.
When he's in the glass case and he goes, magnificent!
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's so weird.
Creepy.
It really is.
That's one of the weaker CGI shots of Thanos, I think.
Oh yeah, it does look really weird. Why does it look like M'Baku? It looks like what's his face like.
M'Baku.
Does it not?
Yeah.
It kind of looks. If y'all want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
Now the cops
already on their way. I love that scene so much. Shout out to Us. Not me and Keenan, but the movie Us.
Okay, well, I see how it is.
Oh, that's okay. I only have eyes for you.
See, yeah. So it's so funny seeing how like it goes from Star-Lord trying to be like the calming presence and kind of containing his anger to reversing it. Yeah. And then he gets put in a situation where his emotion takes over.
What a hypocrite.
That's a good shot right there.
They used that. That was one of the very first shots they used in the trailers, if I remember correctly.
But there's a lot in the low lighting where Thanos doesn't look that great. Did the score during this part right here?
Yeah.
I love this.
This is why I'm saying I want would love the Reality Stone, because like, how could she? Well, maybe how would she be able to stab him? Oh God, I never realized you could just see his blood just coming out of his neck.
Pretty gruesome.
The amount. That's the. I guess that's what I'm missing out when I'm not watching movies on my TV.
Yeah.
Because I watch most of my movies on my iPad because I just want to lay in bed. I love she's actually crying.
Yeah.
I actually I always never really noticed that. Oh man.
It's a tough.
Makes that actually like really makes impacts the later on when he kills her.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how heartbreaking that was? Her like in her last moment, she probably was just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he did this." It's interesting, like the magnificent. Why does he do that? Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like a Reality Stone would be so broken.
See, this wasn't a twist to me at all. The fact that they were on Nowhere already looking for the Reality Stone, I was like, "Yep, he's not dead."
So do you think he was just waiting for them to show up?
Yeah, I think it could have been like right before that they got there, or he had just gotten the stone.
That's highly possible. Maybe he saw their ship or something. Oh, dude. I always forget about that shot. That's like a really good one.
That's good, too. Jeez, man. There's so many good ones.
This movie is just cinema. Like, just, it's
definitely the Russo's best work in the MCU.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, to see, like, somehow...
It's full of color and shadows.
Oh, yes. Definitely. Like, it takes things from Guardians. It takes things from Thor. And then it also just, like, it just adds this kind of, like, celestial feel to it. Also, when this happened, I thought they were dead. I thought he literally just killed Mantis and Drax. And I was like, oh my God. But then I guess you can see Mantis blink. It's Grimace. On your left. I kind of feel like Chris Pratt just came up with that.
Yeah.
James was like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I love his blasters, by the way. They're so cool.
They remind me of Halo, the plasma rifles.
Oh, yeah. They do look like those. I never realized that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. Did you know they're actually doing an Old Man Star-Lord comic series?
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so it's like, since all of the heroes are dead, but he would have been in space.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of like a cowboy. Like, he's got like a long trench coat, like kind of like in
Guardians 1.
But like he's got like a full white beard and white long hair, and
That's pretty
but
cool.
he's still got his 2 pistols. And I was like, I kind of want to read that because Old Man Logan is a pretty twisted story, but yeah. Yeah. He would have fully killed her right here.
Yeah.
There's always the thing that I talk about, like, why does Thanos have an obsession with bubbles?
Bubbles, I know.
Because there's like, what is it later on that turns the bubbles?
There's one more thing. I can't think of it.
It's
when she stabs him.
Oh, so early on.
Like,
okay, yeah, like
yeah.
Supposed to have a bubble bath.
Yeah, I wonder what the deal is with that.
Full warning, or like full disclosure, like a few minutes ago, like the movie lagged a bit, so and the audio cut out, so we were a little like confused, but so we had a mini heart attack.
But I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but it's it fixed itself. I was like, I actually, yeah, I wonder if they got him to just shoot his shots during Civil War. You know, by the way, the other thing,
that guy right there next to him.
William Hurt as a. Oh, go ahead.
He's one of the writers right there.
Oh, really?
That was next to
Jenna Ross.
Yeah.
Or
the bald guy right there. He was one of the writers.
Dude, the Avengers facility is so nice.
Yeah.
Like, that's their home. Like,
they need to build a real life version of that.
Dude,
stick it in like Disney.
That would be awesome. Dude, have you seen like in Civil War they have like their gym is insane. Yeah. I'm a sucker for like really nice gyms. So like when I go to a hotel and there's like a nice gym, I'm like, oh, nice. But there's like a tiny gym with like 3 treadmills are taking up the entire space.
Yeah.
Dude, this line right here, I'm way past asking permission. Ugh!
I'm gonna start saying that to people.
Cap, what a legend. This is definitely he's gonna.
Are there not scales under his armor right there?
Yeah, those are.
Okay.
Those are scales. I think they're kind of hinting at like his other suit.
Sure.
I'm glad that Rhodey is like, he still helps them out
yeah.
anyway. I love Rhodey. It's actually interesting because now I think about it, that like he was in the Air Force and then Captain Marvel is in the Air Force. That's people are talking about like.
It's true.
They may like talk about that. I don't know how I feel about Anthony Mackie with like a full thing. I'm just so used to him with the
goatee.
The goatee, yeah.
There we go again, Bruce Banner.
Yeah, why was he just waiting in the background on the other side? He was not with them. He went around.
I'm telling you, dude. That's the second time that's happened. He's just listening in. And he's like, "Oh, this would be a good time to walk in."
Yeah. What is your thoughts on Bruce and Natasha?
I've never cared for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they're just gonna drop it?
Because I feel drop that.
Because I feel like they tease it right here, but like
they cut some other stuff out too with them.
See, because I know a lot of people don't like it, but I kind of like them. Like I think, but because they're never going back to Betty Ross ever again, apparently. Because I don't know, the Hulk is never getting a sequel, which makes me sad.
Yeah,
maybe one day.
Never.
Dude, Cap's hair is so perfect.
I know.
Like, and then when he shaves, like he still keeps that hairstyle, like, and it's just like he looks so smooth.
Yeah.
Like the true Captain America. I love how like he keeps his World War II kind of haircut, and then eventually he goes to his kind of more his short haircut, and then he goes to
Winter Soldier is like much shorter.
I like to call it like his James Bond haircut because it just makes him look so like smooth.
Yeah.
Chris Evans is just like, I mean, he's like an incredibly good looking dude.
I know.
It's like the MCU just is filled with just like really attractive people.
I know. They did well.
I mean, Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana. Like, try to think of one
they're
unattractive
all perfect
person.
looking people.
Like, there's people that are less attractive than them, but they're not unattractive. Yeah. Even Paul Bettany and
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh my god, dude! You heard about like the girl who like she like broke her retainer because she when in Black Panther when it was him shirtless, she like and he paid for it. It was so. I'm like, girls thirst over Michael B. Jordan.
I know.
Understandably so, though. I mean, the dude is jacked. Like
Scarlett has that look all the time.
They're kind of like in awe or wonder.
I've seen it in the Endgame trailers.
Oh, I didn't realize you can see an earpiece in his ear.
Yeah.
I guess they took the feedback from the first Avengers where they're like, where are their earpieces?
Yeah.
Dude.
I love the score.
I love this. It's just so many good transitions.
Wakanda looks so different from the movie, though.
Does it?
Yeah, Wakanda was like way more techie and like had more cities. That's like hardly any cities.
You don't think it's just a different part?
It probably is, but...
Oh yeah, Okoye is still alive.
I love Okoye. I think she was my favorite character, actually, in Black Panther.
She's pretty great.
Yeah.
I kind of wish she was in Civil War. Like, instead of that other Dora Milaje.
Yeah, she always pops... That other girl always pops in like every movie.
Jesus, we have brought you your new metal arm.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend, this is kind of separate, but I still want Sebastian Stan as a Luke Skywalker maybe 7 years after Return of the Jedi in like a small limited run, like maybe 8-episode miniseries on Disney Plus of him as like an older, like beefier
He has the
Luke
perfect
Skywalker.
look for it.
He looks just like him, man. You just dye his hair a little bit blonde, like not like blonde, but like a little lighter, and like you have like the Luke Skywalker that we maybe have wanted, but that would be awesome.
We're gonna get into that.
No, this is Avengers. We're not talking about Star Wars. We talked about Star Wars last week, so people are probably sick of that. I remember people like in this when they speculated on this trailer, like they see two different shots, and like there's the part where he like shushes, and they were like, "Oh, it's just like in the comics." And I was like, "No, those are two totally different shots. The lighting is incredibly different." I wonder what this would feel like, though. I mean, I don't want to know, but
painful.
Because it's like
I always kind of cringe when this happens.
It's like, ugh.
I'd be like, all right, you can have it. As soon as it touches my face.
Yeah. I mean,
he
wouldn't be the sorcerer. Well, is he the Sorcerer Supreme yet?
I think so.
Because I feel like he's not
skilled enough.
I love how he just gets so scared.
Yeah.
Ooh. He's always talking about the suit. He's just like, it's so intuitive. He's just like, oh no, it's perfect, Mr. Stark. Look at a father and his son.
I know.
What is your thoughts on people saying him being like Iron Boy Jr. or Iron Boy or Iron Man Jr. or whatever?
I think I kind of like have gotten a little bit tired of the whole Mr. Stark thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine for like the first 2 movies maybe.
Yeah, I feel like now at this point he should just be calling him like Tony.
Tony, yeah. I love that.
Empire Strikes Back and Aliens, this is why Peter Parker is the best.
Both great sequel movies.
That's actually very true. Who said sequels are bad?
Yeah.
Then again, Age of Ultron is probably... Well, I don't know.
I like Age of Ultron.
I like Age of Ultron, but like... Oh, man, that's actually a really good shot.
Yeah. I just need HD stills of this entire movie.
Yes, I agree. Did he just rip a part off of the ship?
He can do whatever the F he wants.
He's just tearing. He's like, this piece probably isn't
Magneto
important
right now.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is, yeah. Although I feel like Magneto wouldn't team up with Thanos. Most of the villains don't even like Thanos. Like, he's too bad for them.
Yeah.
Maybe like Galactus or... No, not even Galactus. Galactus fights Thanos in the comics. The metal arms. So cool.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his skin starting to break apart.
Yeah, no, he's dead. Why would he just take off the suit? I guess it doesn't really matter.
That's true. Never thought about that.
I love seeing their banter because it's like
one of the best parts of Infinity War.
Because they're very similar. Like, they have like a respect for each other, but at the same time, like, they have like a like, yeah, they're still your ward. I'm Spider-Man then. I feel like this, like, after Far From Home, Peter Parker's got to be more comfortable at some point. Like, I know he's still awkward, but he's got to been doing this for a few years.
A little bit less kiddie.
15. Like, I feel like after Far From Home, like he'll be at least 17 or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope
by the time he's in college, like, I want him to be
a pro.
Yeah.
Like he's got to be leading Miles.
I don't want Miles to be all like right when he's in college. Maybe after college.
Yeah.
Because like.
But he's got to be like experienced and less like fanboyish and.
I mean, he's always gonna be like that because like he's like that in the comics, but still, like, I hope they progress his character well.
Yeah. This movie is gonna say a lot about what they think of Spider-Man. I think, like, are they gonna keep going with the same things, or are they gonna,
Infinity War or Endgame?
Well,
or Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I doubt he's gonna be in this movie very much. Endgame.
Their hair is so unrealistic in this because in between takes they're they're like hairdressers are just this part. Sorry, I have to do the musical cue when he gets knighted as an Avenger. So good. He that's a moment right there. He's like he kind of fanboys, but then he's like, all right, time to get serious. Like that's good. I like that. Thanos' ship.
Okay, yeah.
There's so many ships flying around Thanos' thing. I'm like, I never realized that. See, this is the part though where I still I'd kind of dip out of the movie again.
Same here.
I'm like, eh.
This is where I feel like the CGI kind of takes a dip a little bit too with Thanos. Like you'll see in some of the lower lighting, it's like not perfect.
Yeah.
All of that looks fine.
His yeet. That's really like one of the Snoke.
See, he looks a little like rubbery, shiny right there.
Yeah.
Not perfect.
It's still it's still really good.
Yeah.
Do you think Thanos though looks like Josh Brolin or?
I think he does.
Okay.
To me.
I can see it somewhere, but I don't know. When I look at him, I don't see Josh Brolin. I see Thanos.
No.
See, that looks good. I think that looks really good right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm looking at Gamora and I'm looking at him and I'm like,
blended perfectly in really, the same shot.
Really good. To be honest, I just wish it would just get to the other stuff. I'm like, eh. It's good development for Thanos, but it's his teeth looks weird.
Yeah, it's just this scene is probably one of the weaker. It's really inconsistent because I'll see one shot that looks pretty good, and then there's one I'm like, eh.
We can't complain too much, though.
No.
I mean, it's it's still pretty incredible. That. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
I don't even know what scene comes after this.
Nebula.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nebula's alive in Endgame.
I'm really excited about that character, actually, for Endgame.
They're taking a lot, they took most of the main characters with Rocket, War Machine, Nebula. Those were pretty much the more minor, newer character, or not newer. War Machine's been around since the very first movie, but or not War Machine, but Rhodey has, but he hasn't had a full on dedicated role. I feel like he's mostly just been I mean he's in Civil War, he's in Iron Man 2, but I feel like Endgame they're doing a lot of promotion for War Machine. He has 3 different suits.
Maybe it's because this is his last movie.
No, I like War Machine. I like Rhodey, although he could retire. Who knows?
Yeah. Rhodey is really one of those characters where you don't have to kill him off. You can just be like, yep, he's retiring.
To be honest, I would have thought they would have kept like
this right here is so cool. How she looks like one body from that angle, and then it just goes around.
Really cool.
So good.
How is she even human anymore, man?
I know.
Then again, I guess it's like in Guardians 1 where she just like fully just like she's like so messed up and then just like reassembles herself.
Yeah.
Like General Grievous. Yeah, like right there. Like
so cool.
They just do so many cool little things.
Yeah. Her screams are like, that's really good acting.
Oh yeah. Karen Gillan does like a really good job in Nebula because her in real life is just so different than how she acts.
Like very girly.
Oh yeah.
And then you see her here and she's just a badass.
Another great casting.
One of those like under the radar actors too. They do great with like getting A-list stars and then also finding people who are just like Tom Holland. No one really knew who Tom Holland was.
No, definitely not.
I knew him from that movie with In the Heart of the Sea with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I had known him from.
I hadn't known him. I looked him up and I was like, to be honest, when there was the rumors that Tom Holland was going to get cast, I genuinely did not like that casting.
I was scared about it too.
I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then I was like, I don't know how I like the look. Because there was another guy in the role and his name was Charlie Rowe. That was his name.
Yeah.
And he actually played a young Andrew Garfield in another movie. And so really? I was like, and he looked really good as Peter Parker. And then he didn't get cast, and I was like, no, I wanted him. But then after honestly, after a month, I followed Tom Holland and looked up more of his stuff.
You saw his stunt work.
Yeah,
and all that.
I was like, okay, I like this guy.
Yeah.
He also, remember back when he had the remember when he had the little mole on his chin or whatever?
Yeah, I was always confused about that too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
are
they gonna get that?
Removed.
Yeah, I'm like, are they gonna get that removed? Because it's just more of a distraction than anything.
Yeah, you don't even notice it anymore. It's not even a scar.
No.
So
they must have done that right before shooting for Civil War.
Oh yeah, he definitely. I'm pretty sure he probably got it because of that. You knew he was getting the big bucks after that.
I love seeing the on the special features of Civil War the audition or whatever with Captain America.
Oh yeah, that's so one of the best ones. He's like, what does he say?
Shoot, where are you from or something like that?
Because they kind of play they don't show the full scene, but it's still
and he has the homemade suit on.
He does, yeah. I actually never noticed that, and I was like, that's really cool that they use that all the way up, even in Homecoming.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll still have that suit in his closet somewhere.
Rocket is literally my personality right here, because I don't I'm really bad about comforting people.
Yeah.
That are talking about emotional stuff.
Yeah.
This is me.
Yeah, I used to be more like Rocket, and then I've gotten a lot better at being comforting the people and stuff like that. Sometimes you just got to be that sucks.
Yeah.
Some people don't want oh, I'm so sorry. Blah blah blah.
They don't want sympathy.
They just want you to be oh man, that really sucks. Well, I'm here for you and all that. Deep talks here in the Comic Blast podcast. How to comfort your loved
They're
ones.
having their moment while we're having ours.
Man, you can see him tear up.
Yeah.
It's weird to think that the eye patch is CGI this entire time.
That did blow my mind.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
Because you never saw it in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because Ragnarok was going to come out.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was in the trailers, though. You'd be like, what the F?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
It's weird to think, the year before Infinity War, we had, within a full year, we had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Homecoming, Ragnarok, and Black Panther, all within a year before Infinity War. It was only 8 months or something it came out in July, so it was Yeah, it was about 9 months.
It came so
all the movies came out
within
within 9 months. Oh right, May, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was almost a year. So that was something. And now, but this past year has been different because we got Ant-Man and the Wasp. Then nothing came out in the fall, and then Captain Marvel. So like, what came out before Ant-Man and the Wasp? Nothing.
Infinity War.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it was literally like
they've been really
only
pushing
2 movies.
They've been pushing the movies at the front half of the year lately.
The way Groot, I've never noticed just how he looks over it. It's okay. Germs don't hurt Thor.
The first time I found out that Bradley Cooper was playing Rocket, I was like, that's not his voice.
You didn't know?
I didn't. And I was like, that's not his voice. I'm like, is it another Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper. The other one.
I think it's great that he like came up with this like distinct,
kind of like
unique voice for him.
Kind of like not Boston, but like kind of Yankee-esque.
It does,
but he's like, it's
No, it has like a New York feel to it.
Yeah, it does. It does. There's also always been the Australian version of Rocket Raccoon where he's like had the Australian accent, but I like this one. It's pretty good. Dude, Nidavellir? Is that how you say it? Nidavellir?
Nidavellir.
Either way.
Nidavellir.
That planet or that thing, it's just like so dead.
Before like the movie came out, I called it Nidavellir.
Nidavellir. I mean, it's not. You're not wrong, I guess.
It's tough.
Nidavellir. Yeah, because they say it earlier on, like way better. But
this whole thing on this planet, though. This is one of those things that I kind of tune out a little bit here and there.
Yeah, really.
Not this first part, but as it like continues.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgot that he was in the movie until this part.
Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, I completely forgot.
I always thought that was like a fake thing. Like like that was like just a
because there was never like, oh, he's playing this character or anything. They're just like, he's cast.
I was like, it's a gigantic Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Yo, Asgard is dead. So it's so funny if you've seen like the behind the scenes of him just standing there looking down at like little poster boards or whatever.
I love that. This whole thing is something that I already knew what was going to happen before the movie came out. But I think I told you this. I knew that they were going to make him his axe, but I thought it was going to be a different axe.
What did you think it was going to be?
There's another one in the comics called Yarnborn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like spelled with a J.
Yeah.
And then they just decided
to no, let's have one that people can actually pronounce.
Yeah.
Because it was Beta Ray Bill who held Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
So, what if they're ever gonna bring him in? Because I still think they're gonna do like more Thor movies.
They should have brought Peter Dinklage's character to Wakanda.
Why?
Just start swinging on everybody. Like, why'd they just leave him there?
Yeah, I guess because he only has like metal stubs for hands.
Yeah, just left him there. Like, why didn't you guys just bring him with you?
I feel like they would. Why didn't they use more Chitauri?
I don't know. I think people got so sick of the Chitauri from Avengers. Like, it's
really?
It's one of those. Yeah, a lot of people that I've talked to are just like, wow, they're just like they're nothing. Like, they're just disposable like that. Like,
I mean, I guess
they're just like they basically
point.
do the same thing as the what are the name of the
I don't know
things?
They're like
I can't even remember.
I just call them Chitauri dogs.
The dogs, the venom dogs,
because they look like dogs.
They kind of serve the same purpose though.
Just that shot. I remember it's like from the first trailer for this is still so good.
Oh yeah.
Still holds up as like one of my favorite trailers of all time.
I love the music in the first trailer.
Why doesn't he have his suit on? I don't understand. Wait, doesn't he put it on right here?
It's probably like in his contract.
What?
I don't know. More face.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I was about to say, like, there's a part here where he puts the suit on. Yeah, they're not good pilots. Oh, I never realized it was like a full dome that he puts around them. I always thought it was just a front shield. The little things.
I love when they land on Titan.
Who's never been to space? It's weird to think that, like, still a majority of the Avengers have not been to space. No. Peter Parker went to space before
I know.
The more experienced ones. What is it? He must have just watched Aliens very recently.
I know.
He's just like... he's just watched it. He's like, yeah, I watched it last night. Me and Ned, we got some.
I love when Star-Lord has his mask on.
Dude, it's so good. Mm-hmm. I hope we get a more you ever seen the other look for Star-Lord?
Yeah.
The one where it had like the full helmet?
Yeah.
I really hope at some point we maybe get that helmet as well with like the more classic costumes. That would be really cool. I love the red eyes though.
So cool. I love this.
She just like...
What was she planning on doing?
I don't know. I think she was just trying to figure out what he was.
I guess. Well, it's not like she has any ability to fight him.
Drax fighting the
blanket of death.
The cloak of levitation is just so funny. Chill that. Dude, Star-Lord is just so chill.
I know.
Who's Gamora? Why is Gamora?
Dude, that was
Doctor Strange. Like
line.
What? No, he can't take it. He's right. You can't. I just love this. Why does he say it this way? What master do you serve? What do I serve? Am I supposed to say Jesus? I don't know why. That line gets me every single time.
I know.
What am I supposed to say? Jesus? Oh, man. We're the Avengers, man. I'm Spider-Man. Not that good looking. Dude, did you see like Peter Parker says he looks at him and he's just like he's like,
yeah,
I think you got the wrong guy there, buddy. Dude, I want a replica of Stormbreaker. Like I want like one mounted on my wall above my TV.
Same weight and everything.
No, that would break it. I don't even know if I could hold it. Do you know how heavy that would be?
So big too.
So heavy.
In Endgame when he like makes it come towards him again.
It's like
God, that thing's huge.
Like almost as tall as you.
Yeah.
It's like massive. It's like maybe up to your shoulders or whatever, but it's like still like you know how cool it would be to just like have that axe and just like maybe I can get like a styrofoam one or something. Or not styrofoam, but like a foam one.
Yeah.
So that would be light or whatever, or maybe like a plastic one. I'm sure they'll make one. They make some sick replicas of Lord of the Rings swords and stuff.
Yeah.
One of my friends has a replica of Sting. And I believe one of my other friends has a replica of not Anduril, but Legolas's sword, the Elvish sword from Lord of the Rings. It's like a curved one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a place nearby you can get those, and they're really cool. Anyways, Lord of the Rings.
Have you seen that meme? You see Doctor Strange right there,
where he's like.
The one where it's like, I like how Doctor Strange is just in the background watching Avengers 4. I like it's so true because he's like seeing the future.
That is very true. Tony Stark is just so dumb. Like, oh my god. Mr. Lord. What if he just says like, Star is fine?
That is so funny.
You can call me Star. Don't call us Plucky. We don't know what it means. This is like my favorite part of the entire movie. So
it is true though. He always comes up with a great plan.
He does until he blew it.
Yeah.
Like in photos.
His suit looks good there. The Iron Spider.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it right here.
Yeah. The lighting.
His shoulders look so
awesome.
big.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they're just armored. Man, am I going to play Spider-Man PS4 and play in the Iron Spider suit? Tuned in to find out.
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe I will. Who knows? I always want to play Spider-Man PS4. He also looks really muscular in that Iron Spider suit. He just was like, I'm not dealing with the Guardians' idiocy right now. I've got more important things to do. You know how would insane that would just destroy your mind.
Yeah. How would you know?
Probably just has like a counter on the left top of his eyeballs, just like.
So this is the argument to possibly the Thanos thing about him just using the that ability to like chop off Thanos' arm or something. Mm-hmm. You know what we were talking about earlier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like if that worked, like what if it didn't work?
Yeah, he probably already saw the one that worked. Yeah. So it's like
he knows that he knew it was.
But
pointless.
At the same time, then what's the point in fighting?
Also, one minor complaint I have, by the way, Vormir, I love this. This is where I get invested with the Thanos Gamora stuff because, dude, like, well, I'll go back to what I was saying. But I also don't like how it says like he just says one. Like I feel like there has to be more than just one outcome. Like out of 14,605,000, only one worked.
That's
like,
one.
I feel like it has to be like
love.
Maybe if he said like 7, like it would have just been like. That's still incredibly... Or maybe even just 3.
Dude, in the theater, I remember this happening.
When I told you.
I did not know who it was at first.
Yeah.
And I just heard you're like, oh my God!
Yeah. Because I heard the voice, so you're like, no! Full disclosure, if you're listening and it's like you're not watching the movie, their Red Skull just popped up, but they haven't shown him yet. In the theater, as soon as I heard his voice and I saw the floating cloak, and I was like, oh my God, that's Red Skull. Because I had been predicting... I kid you not, since 2013 that Red Skull was still alive and out there, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, he looks so good,
my dreams are becoming a reality. It's not even, what's his face?
Hugo Weaving?
Yeah, it's not even Hugo Weaving. It's Ross Marquand, who he's on The Walking Dead, but he's an insane voice actor. But man, I remember when I was like, I looked over you and I was like, dude, it's Red Skull, and you were like, you're like, what? No, it's not. And then I was like, dude, I'm telling you it's Red Skull. And then you popped up and you were like, oh my God.
The floating cloak was what made me not think it was.
Oh, yeah.
But the voice, as soon as you said that and I was like listening to the voice, I was like, okay, I get what you're saying.
What a great twist. Or not twist, but just what a great moment. Yeah. Just to I remember... I feel like I'm always one of the first people in theater to be like, oh my God, when I hear people are always like looking at me like, what are they talking about? Same thing happened in Solo with Darth Maul, very similar to this moment where I saw the robot leg and I heard the voice and I was like, oh my God, it's Darth Maul. And nobody else in the theater, I didn't say it was Darth Maul, but I was like, oh my God. And then I bumped my friend and I was like, it's Darth Maul. And everybody was just like, in the theater kind of looked at me and they were like, what is he talking about? And I'm like, bro, I know it's Darth Maul. I know you guys, all you fake fans. I'm kidding. I'm just admiring more and more, since I'm not paying as much attention to the plot, but just kind of, since we're discussing and things, just the cinematography,
stuff.
The shots and stuff they use are just so incredible.
See, this is really good CGI of Thanos.
Oh, definitely. Can you see, I wish you could see the snow landing
every
on him.
wrinkle and...
Every, literally muscle cell, or not, every skin cell.
The pores on his skin.
Dude, you can see, did you see in his neck? He flexes his neck and you could see, the...
pop out.
The pop. It's it's crazy. What if in, an alternate reality...
I didn't think that they were going to do this. I was like, nah, they're not going to kill her.
Dude, when it happened, you were messed up.
Dude, I was really upset about that. For, 10 minutes, I couldn't, move past this moment.
Yeah.
I was like, they really do that?
Dude, you whispered to me, you were just like, oh my God, I'm so, I don't remember exactly what you said, but you remember you told me, and I was you were kind of over there just but that was the moment for me for Spider-Man. When Spider-Man happened, I full just teared up. I choked. I was like,
yeah.
Oh. Oh, man.
So Gamora has always been one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
So it's that's why it was hard, because I'm like, they can't possibly. I was thinking about what are they gonna do in the future, and that's why I think she's gonna. I think she's gonna be back.
I think so too. I think the Guardians would be incomplete without her. God, dude,
Exactly.
what? Thanos looks so freaking muscular.
I know.
Oh, the music cue as he turns.
Yeah.
And he's crying, and he's just like tears. Oh man, not for him. Oh.
This is amazing. Just that's when it shifts, and she knows. Right there when she looks down.
Yeah. Oh, the music. This score I just can't get it. It's another great shot.
Yep.
Oh man, I think when you first watch it, you're not really paying attention much to the cinematography. You're paying attention to the plot. Like, I don't know how many times you're going to see Endgame when it opens, because I know we're seeing it opening night, but I'm fully going to see it. We've already planned, like, I'm going to see it the next day.
I probably will too.
I'll probably try to go see it Saturday. Maybe we could go see it again or something. I don't know, or something like that. But like, I want to watch it at least 3 times before we do our review. Like,
with my work schedule, it'd probably be twice for me.
That's still a good amount. Like, yeah, I feel like it's definitely
necessary.
If I'm at least getting it twice. Like, there's no doubt about that. I'm probably gonna watch Endgame at least. I'm gonna try to shoot for 5 times in the theater. Yeah. Over the entire span of it being in the theater, because like, I'm just like, I know this movie, but I'm just like,
dude,
oh man. Dude, you can feel the weight of the fall.
Even as she was falling, I'm like, nope, something's gonna happen. I'm like, something's gonna save her.
Iron Man flies in.
It wasn't until I saw the blood on the pavement that I was like,
you can see the blood?
Yeah. Watch.
Hold on, let me look at this.
You see it?
Oh!
It's the green blood.
Oh my! Okay, I didn't realize your blood was green. Oh my god, dude!
That's when I was like, all right, she's dead.
Yeah. Oh man.
That Thanos' face is literally mine in the theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think Red Skull is gonna appear in this upcoming movie. Just have a feeling.
Yeah. I still want to see more of Red Skull.
I'll say there's at least a future for him in the MCU.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. There's a few characters that I feel like definitely have a role to come back. Like, I think Zemo, like I said, I think he can definitely come back. I think it'd be really cool if he took over Hydra. He found a way to get into Hydra. Yeah. Because, I mean, in the comics, he's Baron Zemo, so he's part of... I'm just continually blown away by the CGI. I just cut myself off, but God, it's so good.
That, like, eclipse going on in the back.
I know, dude. I need to, like, make that my wallpaper, man. It's so good.
Dude, like...
It's like weird. Like, you kind of forget about this entire thing of, like, them going to Wakanda, but, like...
It's so funny, years of speculating where the Soul Stone was, and nobody would have guessed that it was there.
Yeah. I think Wakanda looks just like how it looks in Black Panther. I don't know. Like,
go back and rewatch it.
I feel like they're flying it from the other way, but like
it looks less techie to me.
Too many Starbucks.
I hate Starbucks.
I like their Americanos, but that's the only thing I like. They actually, have you ever tried their blonde espresso?
Oh, I like their blonde roast.
That's not blonde roast, but like they'll do like this blonde espresso shot, and it was like a new thing, but it's very smooth. But yeah, no, me and Keenan and I, sorry, improper grammar.
Oh yeah, you're a barista now.
Technically, yeah. I mean, I was a barista for like a month and a half, but then I quit from that job, and now I'm again. So let's just change our name to Comics and Coffee.
Yeah, for real.
Because that's like our thing.
Yeah.
Cap's hair looks so long right now,
I know.
And because it's like waved up in the back. Dude, I love how Bucky's outfit echoes his World War II outfit, like, and I love his black and silver outfit or whatever, but honestly, like, Infinity War outfit, definitely my favorite. Yeah. It's like, he looks so good. Did he? Yeah, no, I was about to say, like, did he use a wig? Yeah, he totally used a wig. I forgot. Sebastian Stan does not have hair that long.
No.
Yeah, Shuri out here just calling Bruce Banner a freaking idiot.
I like the look Vision gives him.
I love Shuri. Rest in peace. Because she's apparently dead.
I know. I thought she lived. I was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't more Black Panther in this movie.
Yeah. I think it's just they
it's
really
sped up. Like from here, the movie just flies.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like in no time. This is probably like I watched this half more than the beginning.
You just
half.
skip across it sometimes.
Like there. Or sometimes, yeah. Or like I want to get to the moment where Thor lands.
Yeah.
Like that's where the movie just like
it just flies by after that.
Yeah, I have to sit and watch the rest of it now. I love how Bucky's just like, God, I love this place.
I know. The shield doesn't cover the whole city of Wakanda?
I think it's just the way it was angled.
Oh.
And people on the outside of Wakanda is like, sorry.
Yeah, I know, for real.
We have an unlimited supply of vibranium, but...
Get such a Star Wars vibe from this for some reason.
Kind of like Scarif?
Yeah.
That would be really cool if there
was... Like Rogue One?
Like a... Yeah.
I love the mutual respect between Black Panther and Captain America.
Oh, for sure.
It's so cool.
That's why I can't...
Even though they were like enemies in Civil War.
Let's speculate a bit on like who the team will be like after this. Like who will be the main Avengers team? Because like who do you think is going to assume what positions?
Are you talking about take over which role?
Yeah, kind of like not like be that character, but in the sense like Captain America is the leader. Iron Man is like kind of the.
I think they're gonna put they're gonna try to put Captain Marvel as the leader, but she needs to be humbled a little bit before she can do that.
I honestly think Captain Marvel is gonna be more like Tony Stark,
where she's
kind of more like she's high up, but honestly, I want Black Panther at the helm. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, it's just tough because he's also a king of a country. And he has to be at his country. He can't be like at the Avengers facility or anything like that.
That's true.
Let's just give it to Spider-Man.
He's like, oh my god, I'm the leader of the Avengers now.
No. Speaking of Thor, though, did you hear, was it Tessa Thompson that said that Taika had a meeting with Marvel about Thor 4?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry, just 1 second. Freaking Chris Hemsworth. God.
Oh,
he is
arms.
So jacked, dude. Like, I'm got like full. I feel like I've been saying this a lot, but like just letting you guys know, I'm kind of like I wouldn't say I'm consider myself a gym nut, but I do appreciate fitness and stuff, and
you do.
I can just appreciate like when
you know how much work went into that.
Yeah, dude, the amount of
between
work
the diet and the working out.
That Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans, both of those guys, like it's them two and Hugh Jackman are like the three that I'm like their diet and the training that they had to go through was just insane. And Chris Hemsworth does like continually keeps up with it.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like Chris Evans after the cap, he's definitely like, all right,
he slimmed down a bit. I want a beer and a donut
sometimes.
Hemsworth slimmed down a little bit for Men in Black.
That is true, yeah. I think when he doesn't have the beard, he looks a bit skinnier.
Yeah.
But I'm actually really excited for Men in Black.
Me too.
I like that it's just Tessa Thompson and him.
I'll be so excited if there's a Thor 4.
Say that again, sorry. I was just laughing about it.
I'll be so excited if there's a Thor 4.
Oh, it's gonna happen. There's no Thor has just I feel like started his full potential.
Like I still would like get rid of this character.
I still want the characters that I want and I hope to continue on are Falcon, Bucky, Bruce Banner, obviously Spider-Man, Black Panther, all those people, but I'm talking about more roles that we're not really sure that are going to have sequels. But I
think Scarlet Witch is going to stick around.
For sure. I think it's also Vision.
Yeah.
And then I think Black Widow is also going to stick around.
But it's possible.
I'm right now, and also Thor, but I'm really expecting War Machine, Captain America, Iron Man, and
now the police already on their way.
What if he said that?
He's
just like just talking to Proxima Midnight. He's like, "Nah, if y'all want to get crazy, we can get crazy."
There needs to be an edit of that somewhere.
Please,
on the internet.
dude, you should just go home and do that.
I would suck.
Sorry, guys, this is coming a day late. Keenan's got to make a new meme.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
We'll get 12 likes on Instagram.
I always say this all the time. At least I feel like I say it all the time. the Battle of Infinity War, like in Wakanda, gives me such Return of the King vibes, and I love it, dude. It feels kind of like that, you know, or it's just like this massive scale movie. Yeah. Wait, say that again?
I said, except they lose.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Thor coming in is basically like the army.
I mean, they get the lead for a little bit, but then I guess they probably would have. To be honest,
if Thanos didn't show up,
they would have won.
Yeah,
I fully expect they would have won.
If they could have bought just a little bit more time for Vision.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they had it pretty much down. They get all of the members of the Black Order.
Yeah, to come up with a quick plan, really, on the spot.
Dude, this chant. So, you can see Bruce and the Hulkbuster. He looks at them. He's like, I don't really know what's going on. I want a Hulkbuster suit. Hey, can we make a Hulkbuster suit, please, so I can just have one just to chill? Like, can I just run down the street and fly in a Hulkbuster suit so I don't have to commute to school every day?
God, I feel you on that. You know how long I drive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. These have to be like Chitauri dogs or something. Little Chitauri babies. I remember people said they were like, "Oh, look, they're symbiotes," and I'm like, "No, dude, what?"
I'm so sick of the whole "Will Galactus be in the post-credit scene of Avengers" videos.
To be honest, I don't think there's gonna be like a funny post-credit scene for Endgame. I feel like they're both gonna be pretty.
It's weird. This is the most excited I've been for a post-credit scene.
I have no idea.
It's probably going to be maybe a Spider-Man thing.
I hope not. To be honest, I love Spider-Man, but I really don't want it to be focused on Spider-Man.
It's got to be like heartfelt, I think.
This bombardment.
I love that.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, like War Machine. Yeah, screw you, Justin Hammer. Your gear sucked. Oh, did you hear about that, by the way? That
he wants to come back.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd love for him to come back and maybe like something maybe Fantastic Four related.
Isn't it so funny though? Like, I think years from now we're gonna look back on these movies and be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot Sam Rockwell was in the MCU."
Yeah, there's characters that you forget.
Also, I posted something on Twitter about who is it? There's Elon Musk was in Iron Man 2.
Yes, I remember I went back and watched that last year and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, because I didn't really know who Elon Musk was back then.
Who else was in it? Olivia Munn. Who plays
right?
She's in the X-Men movies.
She was Psylocke.
Yeah, and then there was who was it that played in the Fantastic Four? What's her name again?
Kate Mara.
Yeah, she's in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
And like you always forget about these actors who are in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like Peter Dinklage is gonna be one of those.
Obviously, also the teacher that I mentioned a few weeks ago. Oh, what a great shot!
Yeah.
Of them running, but what is it? The Incredible Hulk with the teacher of Peter's class.
Yeah.
Oh dang! The Wakandans have cool swords. I'm also like I'm a sucker for cool weapons and stuff. We're gonna get a race between Captain America and Black Panther, just like Superman versus Flash.
Yeah.
That actually would be kind of cool.
I know.
I love how you can see the purple like impact pulses like explode.
Yeah.
When in like the bigger shots and stuff.
That was probably the best thing that Ryan Coogler did for Black Panther.
I love the black and purple look.
Yeah.
I do. To be honest, though, I am a bigger fan of the black and gold that I think I've told you this.
Killmonger.
Yeah, that Killmonger has, because that suit is awesome. And also with like the mouth, how it has like the teeth.
Yeah,
like,
it's really cool.
It looks really sick. But I mean, I love the black and purple look as well. Purple's an underrated color. Like, it's one of my favorite colors.
Blues, purples, and pinks.
That's the Comic Blast aesthetic, and it's never going away.
No.
Watch us just like sometime we just totally divert from it. We probably never will though.
I honestly think about it. I'm like, I hope we never do, because like I like it right now, but I could see myself being like, I'm kind of bored of this.
I showed our logo off to someone who I'm in like my classes with, and I was doing some editing the other day for a project at school, but I showed her our logo and I was like, yeah, there's like my friend did this, and she was like, oh, that's really good. And she's someone who's like, she does a lot of things with Illustrator and After Effects.
Oh, really?
And things like that.
Bro, After Effects is something else.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with After Effects.
We need to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to get. I want to get good with that kind of stuff and shout out to your some of the art and stuff that you've done is like with the Black Panther and Darth Vader stuff, whatever. Like that stuff's great. We're almost at the best part of the movie, in my opinion.
God. KO. Oh my god.
KO.
That always whenever somebody gets hit in the head really hard, it really messes with me. I don't know why.
Groot is still playing that freaking video game. These millennials.
I know.
Playing Fortnite. It's so funny because
my freaking brother.
Your brother.
I have a 7-year-old brother.
Yeah.
He's like all day Fortnite. I'm so sick of it.
I mean, I would have been okay with it if it was back when the Thanos event happened. Did you ever see that? They had they had Thanos in Fortnite.
Yeah. I never played it though, so
yeah, I never got to either. I downloaded it because I was going to, and then it went away. I was like, just keep it a permanent mode.
Come on, Groot, you can do it.
I just love that Groot's arm is Thor's.
Yeah,
I feel like it gives it that much more character.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. I love this moment so much. I love how the axe actually heals him.
Right, yeah.
Also, Bucky's gun. I want his gun. How much for the arm? It's not for sale.
Oh, I'll get that arm.
Another shot of War Machine just literally going ham. So good.
Such a soldier.
Pretty much, yeah. War Machine was always one of my favorites as a kid because, like, in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, and one of the things against Venom, actually one of the coolest crossovers, it had Iron Man, War Machine, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man, and Baron Mordo teamed up with Carnage to summon Dormammu.
Oh, that's dope.
Does that just not sound awesome? Like, here we go. So I gotta just appreciate this moment. Oh my god. Chills.
I know.
Chills.
I like when he's like, bring me Thanos.
Oh god. Dude, everybody was cheering in the theater. I didn't even hear him say bring me Thanos the first time we had seen it.
That was a shock to me because I had never, around here.
Oh yeah.
You hardly ever hear anyone even clap.
Dude, Endgame is going to be packed around here. People are so on board for it now.
Yeah, I know people who don't keep up with all the MCU movies who are going to see Endgame.
That's insane to me. I remember someone was asking, they're like, okay, they were asking me, like, I haven't seen them all, like, what do I need to watch? I was getting my hair cut, that's what it was.
Oh, really?
And I was telling her about, telling my hairstylist how I was doing the podcast with us, and I was like, well, if you want to get invested very quickly, watch the first Avengers, watch the second Avengers, watch Civil War, watch Avengers 3.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 movies that, even that to people seems like a lot. Because there's a lot of people who aren't that into movies, but I'm like, that sounds like nothing to me. I'm like, honestly, like, you're missing so much. Like, a lot of Thor's development and stuff like that.
Freaking Ragnarok.
Like, honestly, I feel like Ragnarok?
That's going to stick around.
Ragnarok is pretty key, honestly.
So the fight on Titan is my favorite. I prefer it over Wakanda.
I overall I prefer it over Wakanda. However, I prefer Thor. Like, the Thor landing is like it trumps this.
It's so great to me, but I also I feel like the battle between Strange and Thanos is like right there for in terms of coolness. Between Thor landing and this, I'm like, they're pretty equal.
They make Doctor Strange just so great.
This is when you really see how powerful he's become.
People sleeping on Doctor Strange. He's literally one of the most powerful Marvel heroes, man.
I'm so excited for him. That's another character that's gonna be an Avenger. So you got Strange, Black Panther. God, it's probably gonna be a little while, but we're getting the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, because X-Men isn't happening for a while.
Yeah.
But definitely the Fantastic Four, I feel like, is going to be a lot sooner.
I hope so.
Because I don't think Kevin Feige said anything specifically about Fantastic Four. I could see them doing the Fantastic Four within the next
3 years.
3 years? I was gonna say 8, but
8? Oh God, dude.
Like maybe I don't know, maybe
I'd be
4.
in my 30s when it comes out.
Oh God, you're an old man. Keenan.
I know. Just wait. Just wait until
8
your
years.
time comes.
I mean, 8 years. I'll be what?
I'll be 34.
I'll be 28. Honestly, that doesn't feel like that much of a difference after that.
No.
Once we're that, it would be like, hey, you're not that much older than me anymore. Although I mean, you still don't feel that much older, but it's just weird to think about.
I don't. It's just a number.
Age is just a number.
But for me, it's like it literally is just a number because I'm still like.
Oh yeah.
In my head, I'm like, even though I've like experienced a lot of stuff, I'm still like 21.
You look like it.
I know.
I love how Doctor Strange uses a sword. That was one moment that like.
Yeah.
One of my best friends, Doctor Strange, is his favorite, and like I was like, did you notice that he uses a sword? And man, the way they utilize each other's powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, so good.
I love that.
Don't let him close his fist.
Yeah, I just think that's so cool.
Yeah. Doctor Strange is the best.
Yeah.
There you go.
He like makes you feel so much secure.
Yeah, no, it's like you have Doctor Strange on your side, like you're pretty much good.
You feel like you have a chance.
How many missiles he got?
I know.
It's such a tiny suit. I always wonder that. I'm like, how does he fit all of that stuff in there?
It's true.
Like that's why Iron Man suits are just so physically implausible because you could not fit all of the weaponry and technology into a suit like that.
No. You have to suspend your like
disbelief.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just.
I love it. I love Nebula coming.
There's a shot in the Endgame trailer that's very similar to this one right here.
It looks like it,
almost identical. It's just darker.
Who knows? Maybe.
I wonder if they're gonna like parallel this fight.
Maybe. You think Thanos is coming to Earth, or you think they're going to?
It could be nighttime on his. It doesn't look like Earth though.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to Earth. I've heard theories that he's going to go to the Avengers facility.
No, I don't buy that. He doesn't have a reason to. Unless they come up with one in the movie later on or something.
Right.
But the Crimson Bands of Sidorak is what he's using to hold.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I just learned that from one of my friends. But I remember that was a thing that I read. Like in Ultimate Alliance, the first game, you could get like little items, and you could equip them to characters because it was kind of RPG based, and that was one of the items. It was that, and then there was the Eye of Agamotto was a big one, but which is obviously the time stone.
We got to get a gauntlet.
What?
Like we got to get one of those. What are the Hasbro? No, the Marvel's.
Legends the level, dude.
They're pretty cheap now.
Really?
They're about like $60.
Well, while we're doing, let's see if I can find a Thanos gauntlet. Have you seen the Ant-Man helmet?
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I want that too.
I want to get that at Best Buy. They have a Black Panther one for like $50 now.
What?
And it's like it looks so good. Like once we start filming stuff, we might need to have a gauntlet.
Just Venmo us some money so we can have it on the
display
on a set that we may or may not be working on. Just hit me up on Venmo.
Cool.
Oh man, yeah, no, yeah. I'm gonna look into that gauntlet. Let's look at that. Also,
the most controversial moment in the movie.
I don't get the hate behind this moment. Like it's a good character moment, and clearly Doctor Strange knew this was happening. Doctor Strange would have stopped him. Have you ever thought about that?
That's true. It's almost like he already knows what's gonna happen. He's just trying to let it play out.
That's exactly he has to sit there and stand by.
Yeah.
He saw all the possibilities. He knew this is the one that was gonna work. So he had to let Thanos win so that they could get the comeback. Quit hating on Star-Lord, guys. God, he was okay. He was mad. He lost his girlfriend, dude. I'd be pissed. That shot right there is so Power Rangers. When Power Rangers blow up with the explosions behind them. Dude, by the way, Iron Man has Iron Man has this awesome it looks like an energy sword from Halo. Did you notice that? It looks just like it.
This is the famous moon shot that everybody talked about from D23.
I mean, it's a really good shot.
Yeah. But we didn't it wasn't in the trailer, but the D23 people got to see this.
Yeah.
I love that.
They would have died if Spider-Man didn't save him.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're going to die. He hasn't saved them yet. I mean, they're dying anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Cole Obsidian.
Cole Obsidian is just like a gigantic, beefy scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Pretty much.
Are you into Mortal Kombat? Is that something you're into?
Not really. When I was younger, like the old ones on PlayStation 1, I was really into.
Dude, the story, honestly, is really good. Oh, no, oh, yeah, okay. So he does. I was about to say, it's like, doesn't he ask for the gun?
Yeah, arm, yeah.
Dude, Rocket has an awesome gun, too.
Dude, how great would it have been? Like, they should have let Bucky's arm not get dusted.
And then he takes the arm?
Yeah. How great would that have been?
I feel like that would have been so,
it would have been too comedic for the moment.
Yeah.
But...
Notice you've copied my beard. Tree.
That is one of those things that I was, like, always wondered about. It's like, why did their, like, weapons disappear with them or, you know?
Yeah. Can't think about it too much, I guess.
I know.
One thing that I was actually going to ask you, and it's a very subtle thing. Do you prefer Thor with the sleeves in this specific iteration, or do you prefer them without?
I like him with the sleeves.
I like it better without. Like, I like the cape, but I actually wish he didn't have the sleeves, because I think it would have made the axe look cooler.
You just like
to have his biceps.
Just like the biceps.
I just appreciate Chris Hemsworth's biceps, man. He's just got nice arms, you know.
I feel you.
I wonder how many shots they have to do of close-ups in these suits.
Because
they had to do Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., and Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
I've seen like behind the scenes, like Scarlet Witch. Why was she up there all this time?
I love that. I laughed so hard in the theater when she said that.
She's really great.
It's so funny.
I really like Proxima Midnight.
Yeah.
Like, I like Ebony Maw, but I actually think I like her better. A little bit better. Just, I don't know why. I feel like she's just like... She just feels like this...
She's
almost
like a
this...
warrior.
The kind of, like, she's like a warrior and, like, kind of, like, just this good... not good. Or, like, she's a great opposite to Black Widow,
Sure.
I feel like. Let's see.
We need to have an edit of Captain Marvel coming back, and why was she up there all this time?
This is pretty cool.
Which one is that?
It's a.
That's not the.
No,
the
it's
big
not.
one.
But it's
Okay.
LED.
Yeah, that
and
is
you
cool.
you can pose it and
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Oh, that's cool. Peace.
see, maybe we'll get a gauntlet. Maybe we'll get one. I just wouldn't want to take it off. You know.
I know.
This fight right here, just so cool. Woman power. I remember there was a girl that was behind us, and she was just like, "Yeah."
Was she really?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't remember.
Do you wish that Hulk would have come out in this?
Yeah, I thought he was going to. No, actually, I thought he was going to come out when Thor was. When Thor came in.
I think it wouldn't have changed anything. But I think right here, like him bursting out of the suit, because there's a pop Funko of him bursting out of the suit as the Hulk. I think it wouldn't have changed anything. Thanos still would have stopped him.
I mean, the reason we thought that the Hulk was coming was because of the shot in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. We thought they were all running at Thanos.
There's that theory though that shot does actually exist, but it's like an alternate version.
You think maybe at some point
the
ending
of the movie is basically that shot. The ending of Endgame will be that shot, like as if they went back in time or did something. And then they'll all be running, but there's also characters that they probably CGI'd out that are going to run to try to fight Thanos.
That is an interesting theory. I kind of like that.
It'd be interesting. Because they obviously had something planned for that.
Had to. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't utilize that.
You would not pay a visual effects team to make a shot that epic and then take it out. Because they were running in the forest during that part, and that never happens.
So maybe they
run on the field, but they don't run on the.
So maybe they CGI'd out like other characters and stuff, and because it's kind of in this woods right here.
Yeah.
Dude, Captain America just goes off in this
Did you hear
movie.
Did you watch the director's commentary for this?
I have not.
Oh, okay. So they said that was actually going to be when Captain America first appeared in the movie.
Really?
That was during the original cut. And then when they showed like the higher ups,
I didn't like
Marvel,
that.
They were like, "No, we need more Captain America."
Yeah, honestly they were right.
Yeah,
I agree. Usually I don't agree a lot with like executives, but I'm like, this would have been so. It's just funny that
they had a cut. They had a cut of the movie, like they had a full cut of the movie. With
he would have barely had any screen time, man.
So basically, what would have happened is he would have had the Thor moment where he comes into the battle.
Yeah, no, I like what they did. It's much better.
I bet they don't regret a thing.
Yeah, I mean, and the moment he shows up earlier on in the movie is still really great. Oh, this shot right here. Actually, I forgot that they CGI'd off the arms in the original. Yeah. And also, Mantis wasn't even in the shot. I don't think, at least. I think it was just him swinging.
Yeah, he was just swinging through. Like, we don't even see some of the
It's crazy how much extra CGI they have to do just for promotional material.
Do you think that is promotional, or do you think it's like it was just an alternate cut of what they had?
I think it's just to try to give us stuff without giving us too much.
Sure.
To try to get us to piece together the plot. That's why I think we still, even if we see all this footage of Endgame, we still have no idea what's going on. There's totally stuff that's been CGI'd out, or because they want to keep it fresh. I mean, it's 3 hours.
Yeah. This honestly is just like one of my favorite parts of the movie.
It's so good. Thanos is like, oh my god. I know, it actually brings back the musical cues from Doctor Strange. I was like, I wish they did that with more characters. This feels like a boss fight, honestly.
What do you think about a theory of him coming, like his soul still existing?
Doctor
Strange? Like his
Strange?
astral body could appear in Endgame.
That'd be a twist.
Yeah.
What if he's like guiding them, maybe?
Exactly.
Or maybe he comes back later on. I kind of like that.
It just reminded me of that when you could kind of see it like that happen a little bit just a second ago.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
It's like the confrontation.
Yeah.
I like that line a lot. Like my dad was telling me about Age of Ultron, and he's like, my only curse is you. Like he knows what he can do now.
Yeah.
They're paying off that scene from Age of Ultron. He just rips off his helmet.
I know.
Like, Thanos is just incredibly, ridiculously strong. This fight, though, is really great, too.
It's great.
Oh, man.
All that for a drop of blood.
It's so weird because Gamora can just stab him. I'm like, what?
I know.
Like,
well, in their
but she would have known. She would have known if she would have been able to stab him. Like, I feel like she would know her own adoptive father that well, I guess, or at least his species. Because she hates him, but at the same time she doesn't.
Also, he has like a full gauntlet on, so I'm not sure how like that protects him.
Oh, that's true. Maybe the Power Stone is protecting him. That's actually really fair. I never thought about that. Because he had the Power Stone from the very beginning.
Yeah. Energy sword.
And, theater, literally dead silent. I'm pretty sure both of you and I just gasped.
I pooped my pants when this happened. I was like, this is it. I was like, he's dying.
Yeah. And then they juke us out and kill everybody else instead.
I know. I do love this line, though.
Remember you. Yeah. Because
they
will.
Yeah. Even though I know he lives, it's still like the impact still is. Yeah, it's still there for me. He should just left the time stone up in the stars.
Dude, just whisper to the cloak of levitation. No, see, you can come up with as many arguments as you want as to how to stop Thanos. This is why they said 14,605,000 predictions.
Something else could have happened.
There's they knew what they were gonna do. Like Thanos has plans on plans. Like the whole Ant-Man going in Thanos' butt. Like there's like a edit. By the way,
I've seen
the star. I love the star thing of like the time stones actually in the stars. So cool. But yeah, like Thanos shrinks himself down and then goes inside Ant-Man's butt.
Oh god!
I've seen that and I was like, oh my god. Like what
the shaky fingers.
I know, and you can see the scars too. It's just like such a subtle detail that's
freaking Russos,
so nice.
man, I'm telling you. Every freaking thing matters to them. Like, they have to get everything right.
Does he put it on his thumb or in the middle?
Thumb.
Okay. You can see the glyph of the time stone actually land, which is really cool. I'm a sucker for subtle details. Like I'm also really big on continuity and like keeping things coherent and consistent
between movies.
And so this movie just like nails that for me. Like there's barely anything.
Don't worry, Tony.
Dude, that like Star-Lord just saying like, did we just lose? And like the music is just you're just like, oh no. And, like how are they gonna stop Thanos now? And then you think they're gonna land and they're like he's gonna land and they're gonna just defeat him. Then again, I don't know why so many people anticipated that Thanos was gonna lose in this movie if we fully knew that the Infinity War 2 or Endgame was coming.
It could have been a thing where he doesn't succeed, but in the next one he still attempts to get the stones or Thor going through all those ships with his axe and just blowing them all up is just was one also an awesome. This right here.
Oh, dude, like almost like Vader Rogue One scene to me, where it's like it's just the wind.
Did we talk about the score when he comes and he like starts walking? It's like damn.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna talk about that. Like it's so freaking good. Like this is a moment that I'm like people are gonna remember.
Right
Thanos.
there, dude.
Tony or no, it's Cap. That's him. Boom, boom. Dude, yeah, it's so menacing.
I know.
Everyone's like, oh. They see that gauntlet, they're like, oh no. He's not even like angry looking.
So
he's just
scary.
Standing there. Like, imagine just like, is that what you see when you have sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
Standing in the doorway. Dude, the score. He's ready, man. See, like that's what I'm saying right here. Is like if Hulk did end up doing that, like he could have just thrown Hulk into the wall or whatever. Like even if it was either way, we'll see. Maybe that theory is correct.
Thagorok.
Oh man. This is
something.
This is actually a moment that's really
some
hit
of the
me
best
more and
acting.
more.
Like
So
her lips
good.
trembling.
You listen to the score of this on your own, on like just without the movie, and you're just like it hits you.
This is why I get frustrated with like cinephiles or like film people who like hate superhero movies.
I don't.
I'm like, there's so much like that goes into these movies.
I
like,
saw you
acting.
tweet about that, like how there's people who genuinely just
like they hate the existence of superhero movies.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, well, you're missing out.
Yeah,
like it's more than just.
You don't even have to like it, but just like the fact that they get frustrated that people do like it.
Yeah, it's like there's people who hate on who hate on the people who watch Game of Thrones and think they're superior because they don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I haven't fair warning, like I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but people do that, and it's like the same thing with this. Like, oh yeah, like I don't watch superhero films. War Machine, you tried. You have to imagine that's got to be hurting his legs.
You've probably seen that theory that he kills everybody right here, but then when he uses the time stone, it reverses it. Have you seen that theory?
She looks alive to me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They all look alive.
It's just an interesting little theory. Yeah, this right here should have probably killed Steve. The blow to the head.
Does he just punch him in the face?
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. If he's
knocking out that should crack his skull.
Well, we'll see. This though is still so epic. The music. I literally have chills. It's so good. Although you can just hear the echoes of his scream, like in the background of the music. No.
God.
Steve just KO.
He should not be waking up for a long time from that punch.
Yeah, he's sorry. You're going back to sleep for another 70 years.
For real.
Oh man, it's impressive that she can hold off Thanos. Like that's.
Did this happen with you? Did you forget about the time stone when this happened in theater? Because I did.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, they did it. And
yeah, and then you're just like.
Then when he wasn't like concerned at all, I was like, oh god.
You remember like as soon as that happened, like he explodes, and then like as soon as this ends right here, I was like, he has the time stone. I was like, yeah, he's just gonna turn it back.
No, it didn't click with me for a while. Like after he goes and confronts her, then that's when it clicked with me that he has the time stone.
Yeah, it's a really cool moment. Like, you almost just forget about it.
Yeah, because of the emotion.
Because see, what made me think about it is I was thinking about the other guys on the planet. I'm like, are they going to show up and help them? And then I was like, wait, they just got the time stone taken from them. So, as soon as that music cue comes on, you're like, all right, nah.
You're like, it's not over.
It's so creepy how he just kind of touches her head.
I know.
Like,
his obsession with just like finding helpless girls is scary.
Oh, new daughter. Right? Yeah. All right. Could you imagine? That would be a really cool what if. What if Thanos adopted this like Scarlet Witch? Yeah.
This right here.
I love how you can see like the explosion like come back in, and even like the explosion in the forest. Like I think they. Let me see.
Yeah, it all comes right back in.
Yeah, right here you can see it like, yeah. Just Loki'd him. No, I'm kidding. It's like this is what I'm saying. It's like Vision is made of vibranium. He's literally squishing through vibranium.
That just kills me. He just throws him away like he's nothing.
I saw some people dress up for Halloween as dead Vision.
Oh really? That's pretty creative.
Yeah, it's these guys on a YouTube channel that I watch, and they did a Q&A, and they were dressed up as both as dead Vision.
That's so
They were
funny.
gray and everything, and like had crack in the head. Oh my god. They had the mask like cut out so you could see their mouths. That shot right there of Thor flying down, like it looks kind of video gamey, but it's still.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just realized the movie is like almost over.
Yeah. It's almost 10.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. The movie does fly once you get to when Thor lands in Wakanda. Like that's when the movie just goes.
Ugh. His face.
You see, like
he wanted to make him suffer.
Oh yeah.
And
that's why he's blaming himself in Endgame for sure. He's like, I should have just gone for it.
Pretty much, a lot of people in this movie acted selfishly.
Maybe that's the theme. Maybe that's the theme.
Like the people who like lived are like, not just the people who lived, but you know, Star-Lord
and
did
Thor
something selfish. And
yeah. Dude, when
there's multiple times where they probably could have won.
This part is so creepy.
So this is apparently they were gonna make this way darker, and they had to tone it down.
What? How?
I don't remember what it was. It was gonna be like a lot of blood or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, and then they asked them to like calm it down because it was too scary.
You don't think this is like? This probably just pools of water. When this happened, I was like, is she gonna turn around and just like jump scare us right now? Like I actually was like very scared.
So what is this to you? Soul World?
I think so. This has got to be like the soul stone acting. It's orange and everything, and also there's a reason Gamora is in it. Like it's tied to the soul stone. I think that stone is more important. Maybe like one of the
There's more to it.
Yeah, for sure.
There's parts in comics where they're like characters are trapped within the soul stone.
Even the official like did you participate in the Reddit snapping thing that they did?
No.
So I lived.
Oh, nice.
But two of my friends died. It was perfectly balanced as all things should be. 2 of us lived and 2 of us died. Like my core friend group.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you holding your ribs? You just got knocked out.
He's just tired, man. When you run for a really long time and then you just kind of, you know, it's been a long day. As he says in Civil War. Well, it's been a long day.
Here it comes.
All right, bye-bye, metal arm.
Gun stays, but not the arm.
When that happens, I was just like...
I was like, here it comes. I was like, it's about to get real.
Like, that's when everybody was like, no! Because
Yeah.
people love Bucky. I mean, Bucky's a bud, so...
But then you start seeing all these other, like, characters that we love.
Yeah, you're
and
just
it's like what?
Because when it first happened, I was like, why did it just... Why was it exclusively Bucky? And then I see all of these Wakandan people dying, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, that ship falling.
no.
Cool.
They did want to get crazy after all.
This one I did not expect.
I thought it was going to be Okoye.
Yeah, I did too. And the look on her face.
Dude, she's like... I mean, that's kind of like family.
What kind
to her.
of witchcraft is this?
This... Oh, man. No, Groot. It's so sad.
R.I.P. Imagine being in that situation where you're seeing your loved one go, but you also don't know if you're going to go or not.
Oh, that's true.
It's like such an uncomfortable feeling.
I was not expecting Scarlet Witch, but Sam... See, when Sam disappears, I thought it was going to pan up
Look
and also
at his
show...
suit. Like, how is he able to walk in it? It's not even crushed anymore.
Maybe because of the time stone thing, like you said. I don't know.
Like, he shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Well, but yeah, maybe it was the time stone because what's-his-face was stuck in the rock wall.
See, and that's why I'm wondering if, like...
He did.
Any of them could have died.
I definitely think
maybe that's
Tony
why
was
Captain
dead.
America was able to wake up.
Oh, man. See, when this happened, I thought Drax, Nebula, and Mantis was going to die, but not Star-Lord.
Yeah, I thought Star-Lord would stay.
Or something like that. Maybe not Nebula, but Star-Lord and Nebula would have lived. But then I'm like, nope.
Like, I mean, the fear on his face, on Tony's face, he's like,
oh no.
His worst nightmares come to life.
Literally all of them. I also didn't think Doctor Strange was going to go. People just forget this line. There was no other way.
Yeah.
Like...
He knew.
Like, he knew. Like, it doesn't matter what he saw. He saw so many. This was the only way it was going to work. No. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh my God, no, Spider-Man's going to die.
Amazing acting, though.
It's really good. People are just like, all I did was... He's so humble about it, though. He's just like, all I did was like, I don't want to go. But it's still, like, it's really good.
Yeah.
Still gets
his
me.
His face. He's just staring right in his eyes as he, like, dusts away.
Dude, imagine the trauma that he's going through. Like, imagine if he, like, actually started going through, like, the panic attacks like he has in Iron Man 3 again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of similar. I'm sure he's handling it better now, but, like, he's seeing the very thing he saw in Age of Ultron a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Not everybody like all of his friends dying, but like I'm sure like he doesn't know if they're alive.
Yeah.
And so when he gets there in Endgame, he's like, oh man, they're still alive. Like there's still a chance, but I don't know.
I love this from Captain America. He's like, oh God.
Yeah.
They could have just cut the black right there, and I would have been like, cool. I'm like, you have me sold. Big clip.
I think it is nice though that they do keep this scene in with him looking over the sunset on a
Titan 2.
No, he says like he's like I'll look over on a grateful universe.
Grateful universe, okay. Yeah.
Another great shot right here though.
The music around. I'm so ready for Endgame now.
Like we weren't before. No, I just like now it's like I'm really ready. Dude, just
He smiles.
And that's it. Well, we still got the post-credit scenes. We can't forget about those. Those are...
You gonna stick around for those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, I mean, we can't forget about...
Wait, there's only one, isn't there? It's just Captain Marvel.
Yes. There's not a mid-credit scene. There's only a post-credit scene.
Yeah. Boy, we're at 2.5 hours almost.
But if you're still here, thank you for listening. We don't blame you for listening to this in pieces, probably, because I could not sit here for 2.5 hours and listen to me and you ramble, probably.
I'm sure there's so many times where we like start paying attention to the movie and it's just like dead silence.
Yeah, apologies if there's ever any quiet moments. It's just like right there at the very end, like with Cap saying, "Oh God," like we just went silent, but it was just like, I mean, it's just
hopefully some people are watching with us and it makes it less awkward.
Yeah.
So, Captain Marvel.
Probably should go back and, well, if you're listening, I mean, if you've already listened now, then it won't matter to you, but we'll go back in at the beginning and we'll say that we'll add something in like that if you hear parts that are silent, it's not broken, it's just we're just being quiet. So
literally they just hear
we probably
us,
should have
breathing.
stated that beforehand, but
they just hear us breathing.
Yeah, you're just like dude, all right, come on, a few seconds.
What?
My favorite music cue of the entire movie. Come on. It's like, it's just a second. Come on.
What a name. Palm Clementif.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper as Rocket.
Are you talking about the ending of this?
Dude, well, you'll hear. I don't want to hum it yet because it's just...
Sean Gunn was in this movie?
Yeah, he's just the mocap for Rocket.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here we go. Oh, yeah, okay. Look at it, dust. I forgot about that. Yeah. The title, Dusting Away.
I never noticed, though, that it said, like, the two eyes in Infinity are the last to go, so it's, like, 2, I guess. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's overlooking it, but... So I remember, like, as soon as the movie ended, like, we were looked over it, and I was like, I just had my hand over my mouth, and I was like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Like,
great, I have to wait a year.
So right after, if I remember correctly, we'll talk during the credits, we sat there and we talked for a bit, and we were like, oh, man, I wish we would have done that we were doing the podcast back then, but things were a lot different back then. But then we both went to the same QT coincidentally, and we started talking there, and it was like QT.
We happened to like bust, walk in.
Yeah,
we were like talking some more.
Yeah,
about the movie.
I'm like, I think we texted a little bit after as well, but like,
yeah,
Friday was in this film. I don't remember Friday even speaking in this movie.
Stretch.
The stunt double for Winter Soldier was the same stunt double for Thanos. That's what it said.
That's funny.
That's weird.
So I saw Captain Marvel again last night. Second time.
I thought you didn't see it.
I did. Remember I told you I was like...
Oh, I thought you said you didn't make it to it.
Not on time.
Okay.
I was late to it.
How was that?
It was, I really liked the first, the first 3/4 of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The third act, I don't like it one bit. That's when it starts falling apart, like the whole in the Nick Fury getting his eye clawed, and
were you like
the OP Captain Marvel where she's just like flying through ships and stuff?
I mean, I like that, but I do think there could have been a bit more of a weighted fighting, especially like maybe the ship she could have destroyed, but then with Jan Rog, I feel like
there was no like real emotional stakes or like weight, not stakes.
Yeah.
No real like emotional weight for that final fight. It's like once she like unlocks her full potential and ability,
right?
It's like I feared nothing. I'm like, she's gonna destroy everything.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if Jan Rog somehow like had a little bit of powers or something, and they actually kind of do like, and then a little bit of a fight. But like she still could have just a little bit. Like I like my heroes to lose a little bit. Yeah. That's what makes Homecoming so great. For example, like
dude,
you guys think about it, like he gets his butt kicked. Like he beats Shocker. But then Vulture like collapses a building on his head, and he's still getting beat up by Vulture on the plane. But then inevitably he beats him, and then he saves him.
He basically loses to Vulture.
Yeah. Pretty much, actually, no, he gets full on body slam.
He destroys him, and then Vulture's taking off with that stuff, and he saves Vulture.
Same thing.
But he basically loses.
Cap and Winter Soldier, like, just done.
He lost.
Yeah, like it's. I like, honestly, it's like, yeah. So
you want that because you love the whole idea of like rising up.
I'm getting the feeling that Captain Marvel's probably gonna get it roughed up a bit in Endgame. Not that like.
She needs to just be humbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, even Tony, he's, like, very snarky, but he also kind of was humbled a little bit.
He goes off on Thanos in this film, but then he gets stabbed.
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
It's like, and I don't really feel like Captain Marvel really had any moments like that where she's like, there's maybe, like, one moment, or a few moments where she gets, like, knocked down to the ground, and then, like, but then she just gets back up really quick. There's not, like, a lot of, I don't know. Just not a whole lot of stakes to her fights and stuff. But I like we said, the Russos can.
They're great with characters.
They're great with characters, and pretty much everything that they do elevates those characters. So what characters are you like? Other than like the main characters, which characters are you most excited for in Endgame?
I don't know. I'm really pumped about Nebula being on the team.
I am as well, because I never would have expected that like a few years ago, like her to be with like
her be on Earth.
Yeah.
Something I didn't see coming.
I'm excited for her. Possibly Gwyneth Paltrow. We'll see.
How much she's
definitely,
in it.
Obviously, War Machine, because I'm a sucker for War Machine.
Sure.
I mean, without like choosing the top three, like. I mean, and then I guess Rocket, because Hawkeye and Ant-Man. Like,
that's
I mean,
true. Definitely Ant-Man.
Yeah, I just love Ant-Man stuff, dude. Like, he's become one of my favorite characters. I forgot he's gonna be on the team too. He'll be on the new team with the new Avengers team is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be so much more different, but like because it's not gonna really have. I'm sure it may still have Thor, but it's. I mean, we're probably not having Captain America or Iron Man anymore.
I don't think we're going to see a lot of Thor on Earth.
I don't think so either. I think he's going to be trying to rebuild Asgard and also possibly on more galactic like states.
I wouldn't be surprised to see more of like a Thor and Guardians team up.
That'd be cool.
I think we're going to see more team up.
But what if like Thor was part of the Guardians?
Yeah, something like that.
That'd be cool.
Just I think we're going to see more team up movies. But
that's what
like
I really
movies.
want. That's exactly what I want. I want more team up movies. So like Spider-Man to be more teamed up with other things. Like Homecoming was with Iron Man. So like Thor Ragnarok was with Hulk. Ant-Man, honestly, if Hawkeye lives in this movie, throw him in an Ant-Man movie, man.
Yeah.
Like that would be really cool if Hawkeye's not gonna. I mean, granted they're talking about doing the Disney Plus series. Who else? Doctor Strange would be pretty cool teamed up with
Spider-Man.
Either Spider-Man but honestly like Thor and Doctor Strange. Just like let's see. I don't know. Maybe I really want to see some more of like I like the more Winter Soldier-esque like spy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see maybe Bucky being used in that role. Like him and Black Widow kind of like
he's rumored to be in the Black Widow movie, isn't he?
Is he? So I wonder if they're gonna have the moment where he shoots her through.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hopefully they don't like completely botch that moment. It like kind of like in Captain Marvel with the eye thing. Like I mean I'm kind of over that already. Like I'm not like super.
I was over it until I watched it again.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and I recently watched The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, why'd you do this? All for a joke. Granted, it is funny.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like I feel like you could have done that earlier on in the film. Like it could have scratched his eye, and you're like, oh, haha, that's funny.
Yeah.
And then because they did that with the car thing, but then I think it would have been cool if one of the bad guys on Jan Rog's team had like shot him in the eye.
It was a perfect thing to do with the Skrulls.
Or what if there was like one bad Skrull?
I'm just saying, like the Skrulls was the perfect opportunity to do something.
The last time I trusted someone.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then
here we come.
Here we go.
Captain Marvel. We're just talking about crap about Captain Marvel. And here goes
I can't wait for Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Wow, this post-credit scene. It's weird to see this like now kind of
knowing what's to come.
I never realized they said same energy source as New York. That's kind of cool because they play into that in that in-game clip where they say like there was an energy reading just like the snap. So so he's asking like if they're sensing the Tesseract. I think. I really like Maria Hill, by the way.
Yeah.
Apparently she's in Far From Home.
Yeah, she'll be in the MCU for a while probably.
I like her. She's one of my favorite.
I think
parts
Sam
of the first
Jackson's going to be in the MCU forever.
Till he dies.
Yeah, because I mean, like, what's the point in kicking him out? He always wants to do these movies.
I mean, he just is Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Like,
boy.
Bye. The guys in the background are like, oh, and they're gone. He just pushes that guy out of the way. He's like, dude, I just lost my best friend. Oh. That's still great. Yeah. I love that. Fantastic Four. No.
Yeah.
I wish. Does it play her like theme? I don't know.
No, it's not hers.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not her theme.
No, definitely not.
There we have it.
Infinity War.
Boy, man.
Done. We've been sitting here for 2.5 hours.
It was fun, though.
Oh, Thanos will return.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's definitely returning. But how long will he last?
I know.
We'll never know.
Cool. This was fun. This was something so different for us.
I really hope you guys like this. It's definitely different, but I mean, it's just this week was hard. We were hard pressed for to find like good topics.
Yeah.
And like I just was like, I want to watch Infinity War again. I just want to talk about the MCU. So I think this was a good alternative. So
got to talk some MCU. Also got to watch some Avengers Infinity War, and now we're on to Endgame. That's it.
Just a few.
Next time you guys hear our voices,
days.
You probably have seen Endgame. We have seen Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's going to be great. Well, thank you guys for sticking around and listening to it. If you have stuck around for this long, and if you haven't, we understand.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys enjoy this, and please leave any kind of feedback that you want to give us, especially on this, and if you would like to maybe see more of this with other types of movies. So, anything else you have left to say?
That's it. You said it.
We're in the end game.
We're in the end game now. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Shazam!